sports update with Trusted Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trusted Trader professional.
Talk Sport.
Good afternoon with your headlines at 1 minute past 4. I'm Uma Gurav. Jude Bellingham on the bench, we understand. Thomas Tuchel won't start him tonight against Serbia. This as we've been hearing from Bellingham's ex-Birmingham captain Harley Dean, who claims even as a 16-year-old, Jude was the game changer.
He nutmegged someone once, like a senior player, didn't say anything, and then he got absolutely topped, and he got back up, and then about 5 minutes later nutmegged him again, and then but there was no smiling, there was no it weren't doing it to take the mick, it was doing it because that was the right situation to do at the time.
It's Morgan Rogers who looks like he'll keep his spot in number 10, while Bournemouth's Alex Scott has not been named in the squad tonight. England versus Serbia is live on talkSPORT from 7. Meanwhile, AJ versus Jake Paul, is it really happening? We asked AJ's promoter Eddie Hearn.
Should Jake Paul be fighting Anthony Joshua? No. Is he mad to do it? Yeah. Is there tens and tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars for Anthony Joshua to have an 8-round run out against Jake Paul? Yes.
And that's why you're doing it?
We're not doing it. We're considering it.
It's reported AJ and Jake Paul are finalising terms to fight next month in Miami. But heavyweight boxer Dave Allen's told White and Jordan he thinks AJ would be making a serious mistake by taking this fight.
But why though? Why would he do it?
Did you lose respect from when he fought Ngannou? Did you lose respect for Fury when he fought Ngannou?
Ngannou's a serious fighting man. World champion in mixed martial arts. Big fella, big serious. Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury.
Elsewhere today, we understand Southampton are seriously considering appointing interim boss Tonda Eka as their new interim boss, and fast bowler Mark Wood is a doubt for the first Ashes test after going off with a hamstring injury in England's warm-up match. All your latest is at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
A report into the death of 10-year-old Sarah Sharif has found racial sensitivity was one reason her abuse wasn't uncovered. And police and crime commissioners in England and Wales are being scrapped. More from the news team in half an hour.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Whatever the weather, our range of services is longer than the queue at the Chippy on a Friday night. Tyres, MOTs, brakes and more. Book today at quickfit.com.
Wet across Northern Ireland, southern Scotland and northern England. Colder across northern Scotland with showers, and it's feeling mild elsewhere.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. No Darren Bent this afternoon, but who cares when you got one of the best in the business, the Smurf, the magnet. It's Danny Murphy.
Danny Murphy.
How are you, Danny Murphy?
Yeah, I'm good. Happy to be here, mate, after last time. Enjoyed it so much.
Oh, okay. I think we can go one better. Let's go to 11.
We'll try.
We can do it. But, Jingo, we've got a show for you today. We'll take a look at Saka's start to the season. Has the Arsenal man finally overtaken Salah as the Premier League's best right winger? We're also building up to England's World Cup qualifier with Serbia tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. But is there a better spine in international football than the one we see in the Three Lions? We'll also be discussing Ben Stokes' has-been comment ahead of the Ashes opener. Do you have a problem with pundits criticising the sport they used to play in? And, of course, everyone's favourite, in Smurfy returns. Your chance to ask Danny anything you want in a WhatsApp voice note. All that plus Adam Catchell joins us as rumours of Jake Paul against AJ get louder and louder. And we'll be giving away some tickets to Eubank against Ben 2 this Saturday. This is Drive. This is talkSPORT. Get involved. My advice, 03717 223344.
That excites me about as much as thinking about Crookie in your bath having a drink.
Having a what? How are you, Danny Murphy?
I'm all good.
Lovely human man. Are you all right? You well?
I'm disappointed at the real weather forecast coming up in the next week. There's a lot of rain.
Well, it's funny you say that because I thought there was a lot of rain this week, and I had quite a lot on in the morning, so I couldn't play, but was quite pleased I couldn't play because A, I was working, but B, the weather was bad. Next week, Monday, Tuesday looks good. I've already looked.
Not by me, maybe by you. We're a bit of a distance.
Come down to me. Right. Come down to the cheaper part of the world. How's your golf been? You been playing a lot?
I played in a comp at our club on Saturday. Big field, actually. Full field.
Yeah.
Came fourth.
All right. That's good. Did you get money for that, or was it just for...
Not for fourth.
All right.
Top three.
What would the first prize get?
I think it was some sort of golf gear.
Okay, that's nice.
And if it's monetary, it goes on your,
Oh, yeah, on your account. Do you like the pressure that a game like that brings you with everyone? It's great, isn't it? It's great because ultimately it brings out your best game, doesn't it?
Generally, it doesn't always because of the pressure.
Yeah.
Depends who you're playing with. Sometimes if you're playing with, I knew the lads I was playing with good lads. If you're playing with, say, 3 lads who are all 3, 5 and 6 handicappers, you feel a little bit like, I've got to play well.
I've got to impress.
Yeah. So it depends on your mentality, but no, I'm playing all right at the minute.
Do you think playing with better players makes you better?
Yes.
You do? And when you were playing football and you had a penalty, did you feel pressure?
A little bit.
But nothing like when you're standing on the first tee? Really?
No.
That's amazing. You know you get a starter in golf, right? Yeah. What time are you off, lads? And you go like 12:32 after them, and you got a tee off in front of him. Does that worry you at all? You're fine with that?
Sometimes if it's a busy time and there's 4 or 5 groups congregating, because at our club there's a net near the tee box and the putting green's near the tee box.
So there's noise near it? Okay.
But there's people about.
Yeah.
And obviously because I've got a recognisable face.
Yeah.
People want to see you swing, don't they?
And fail.
Yes, of course they do.
And then go, phone up talkSPORT, tell them I saw that.
All that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, penalties was... The big difference with golf and penalties is really simple. With football, I never had to think about how to do it.
Because it was so natural. That's nice, yeah.
Always been natural. From a young age, how to curl the ball, which way, it just came naturally. So, golf, as you well know, stance, takeaway, where you're bringing the club back, club face.
Everything. I think it's the hardest game in the world.
It's up there.
Oh, I can't think of a harder game. How many clubs are you allowed? 14? Is it 14?
I think so.
Okay. No other sport, you've got to master 14 pieces of... Yeah, but it's one cue. It's the same shot. Yeah, of course, it's hard. But snooker table, 9 times out of 10 is going to be the same, right? If you put a blue into the middle pocket, it's going to be the same blue into the middle. I know what you mean. You're 120 yards from a green.
Hole in one's easy in a 147.
Yeah, of course it is. But if you're 120 yards away from the green, right, you might say, oh, no, you're 52 degrees, right? You might play the perfect shot. When it's up in the air, the wind might take it and move it. No other sport, when you've let go of the piece of...
And the ground you're hitting off changes every day.
Yeah. Every shot, yeah. It's the hardest sport in the world.
I think anyone who's ever shot level par...
Yeah.
That's a massive achievement in life.
Yeah. Would you? Oh, here's a question.
My best ever is 76.
Here's a question for you. Harder to shoot level par or make a 147? And I tell you, if this helps, a maximum is 36 perfect shots, and a perfect round is 72 or 71, depending on where you are.
Because I play golf more, I'd say level par would be harder. But I think 147, you've got to be a seriously good person.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever made a 147?
No. 97 is my highest break.
Well, there you go. And you're good, aren't you?
Oh, I used to be. Not anymore. I haven't played for such a long time, snooker.
I'd say they're probably equal.
Yeah?
If I ever shoot level par...
What's your best?
I'm getting at 76.
It's close, isn't it? Yeah. When was that?
2 years ago.
You want to read that book I've got? Unbelievable. Game changer. I'm telling you.
How does the Kama Sutra affect your golf?
Because I can get in different positions. I'm in the bunker, I can put my leg up there. Should we start the show, Dan? Should we do that? We've got lots coming up. We've got, of course, England chat ahead of England playing tonight. You looking forward to that? Do you always watch an England game?
Not now they've qualified. I couldn't give 2 halfpennies, to be honest.
All right, okay.
I think there's always some intrigue in terms of, who plays well and who doesn't, because then it moves to the next lot of international.
You must have played, how many games did you play for England?
9.
Any of those friendlies, or were they all tournament or qualifiers?
No, both.
Okay. As an England player, did you feel any different putting that shirt on, playing in a friendly? Or a qualifier? You didn't? Exactly the same for you? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Right?
Well, it felt a big deal for me because I was on the periphery of it. I was in a lot of squads and never got game time.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal for me because of the company I was keeping. I was always feeling like I had to prove myself. Because when you got Becks and Scholesy and Stevie and Lamps and Nicky Butt and Owen Hargreaves, it's just Kieran Dyer, people like that. I've got to play well. Yeah. I'm not in the next squad. I've got to show something.
Insane.
So I always felt like I was... Every time I put on an English shirt, it was a massive deal to me to try and impress.
Well, we're going to start with England. As I mentioned, they host Serbia in a World Cup qualifier. It's live on talkSPORT tonight, and we want to know, is this man the best right winger in the Premier League right now?
Saka turning it onto his left foot. Oh, it's a beautiful goal.
Well, if everyone's fit, then you're putting your strongest England 11 out, and I think it's obviously Harry Kane and Saka.
That injury, we know just how good a player he is. He needs to score goals. He needs to have assists. Obviously, he can do that, but it needs to be regular.
I love him as a player, but as a person as well. He has become much more mature. He has shown so much quality on the pitch for months with Arsenal, but as well with the national teams.
Saka again through the goalkeeper and in to seal the victory.
Yeah, England host Serbia tonight as the final international break of the year gets underway. They, of course, already qualified for next year's World Cup, having won every single qualifier. We can hear now from Arsenal winger Bukayo Saka. Speaking ahead of tonight's game, he scored 6 goals in all comps for his club this season, helping them sit 4 points clear at the top of the league. But he was asked how he can live up to Thomas Tuchel's call for him to score more for his country.
Just being on the pitch is enough. In the England shirt, you have players of immense quality that can create chances, that can score chances. So just being on the pitch for me, I think is enough. And then it's up to me. The managers, the coaching staff, they create the perfect game plan. For us to be ourselves, show our best qualities, and express ourselves. So yeah, it's up to me, kind of.
Do you agree with the fact that Saka could, or maybe should, if you're the England manager, score more goals for his country?
I think when you're so talented, you've got everything you need in your game. Yes, the expectation to score more than he does is fair because he's so good. He's just got everything he needs. He could hit. I mean, he has got 20 in one season, I think, 23, 24. But he should be doing it. With his ability, he should be doing that every season.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing, the difference is with Saka, if you're comparing to Salah, because Salah's numbers are obviously way better, Saka has to do more defending. He's part of a team. He's not allowed to just be a luxury. He's not allowed to be the star.
Yeah, that's a great point.
He has to do all that work going back. He has to do the pressing. Salah doesn't. It's a big difference. And any forward will tell you that. There's a reason Mo Salah last season, when asked about the difference of playing on the slot, he said he tells me to defend less, with a big smile on his face. Which is fine when you're scoring and winning games, but at the moment it's costing them.
Yeah. Would you say that at the moment, if you were picking a team tomorrow and could only have either Saka or Salah on the right, would you pick Salah or Saka at the moment?
I'd probably just still go with Salah because he can score goals from anywhere, he's just got this knack of scoring unbelievable goals more regularly.
But form comes into it, right? If the game's tomorrow...
If you said to me, who do you want for the next 6 weeks?
Yeah.
I'd go Saka.
Okay. But in a one-off game, you think...
I'd go Salah.
Okay. Do you think he's Arsenal's best player or most important player?
No.
You don't?
No. He is very important.
You're going to put Rice ahead of him?
Yeah.
Rice, then Saka? Or would you put Gabriel in there? I think they're the 3 most important for Arsenal.
I think that's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah, the only caveat now is Madueke went in there, didn't he? I know he's got a little injury to him, but when he filled it for Saka earlier in the season when Saka was injured, 'cause he missed a few games, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was outstanding, to be fair. And it didn't seem to...
Not at all.
No, in fact, I remember him playing at Anfield, played really well. So, but Saka is really important. Rice is the one, I think, where they've got nobody else like him. They've got other good midfielders, but they've got no one like Rice.
You're old enough to remember this, right? Because I am. And I know you. I think I'm a bit older than you, aren't I? Am I? Well, let's say round about the same age. I heard Ali McCoy say this on Monday's breakfast show, and I thought, that's an unbelievable call. I've not heard anyone make that comparison. He said Declan Rice reminds him of Brian Robson. And as soon as you said that, I was like, I think he does. It's the closest I've seen to someone in modern day football who's English resemble what Brian Robson used to
be honest, you must be a little bit older because I don't remember that much of Robson.
How old are you, Danny?
I know he was a wonderful player.
How old are you?
I'm 48.
A bit older.
So Robson, I know he was a great player. But Robson wasn't that big, was he?
No, not at all.
Declan's a tall
Yeah, you're right. But just that kind of, grit and determination, would get stuck in, would always get the ball. That will to win.
Wasn't Robson more of a goal scorer in midfield? Didn't he get a lot of goals?
Yeah, he probably did. Yeah, he probably did get more goals.
So Ali's probably...
Yeah, but it's only recently that Rice has been playing that sort of 8.
Yeah.
He was held back a bit. Where would you say on Arsenal's team sheet he is? Sorry, England's team sheet he is. First name's Kane. Yeah, we agree with that. Where do you put Saka? Bellingham ahead of him or not?
Yeah, for me.
Bellingham's ahead of him?
Yeah.
What about Rice?
Yeah.
So Saka's fourth? Forget Pickford. I think Pickford picks himself well.
Yeah, he'd be a fourth for me.
He'd be fourth. Okay. And you...
Because Saka, you can play... Although you could argue it's not his perfect position, you could play Cole Palmer on the right when he's fit.
Yeah.
You could play Jared Bowen there. You've got other options.
Okay. I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate, but you could play Cole Palmer in the 10 role. You could play Phil Foden in the 10 role if Bellingham's not there, right?
You could, yeah. But Bellingham's...
above and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying no to the answer. Is Saka the best right winger in the Premier League at the moment, aren't you?
Well, at the moment, you could argue he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's playing well. Probably more consistent than Salah, but his numbers are still similar.
Okay. We'll start.
It's amazing, isn't it? We're talking about... So Salah...
Yeah.
Has had this really poor start to the season for his levels, but he's still got, 5 in 16, 4 in 11 in the Prem, and Saka's got 3 in 9 in the Prem, and 6 in 4.
But for Salah, I mean, he's made a rod for his own back because he's so great. He's set his limits so high.
Salah's the best right-sider in the Prem, but at the moment, you could argue Saka's
okay. We'll start with Bukayo Saka. Chat. Is he the best right winger in the Premier League? It's up for debate. And also, where is he on the list of priorities for Arsenal starters? Is he number 1? Is he number 2? He's certainly in the top 3. And England as well. Bukayo Saka. Chat is how we start today's show. That game, of course, is live on talkSPORT tonight. We build up to live commentary. You can be a part of today's show by picking up the phone. You'll be next. 03717 22 3344.
This is going to be a bloodbath.
It's one of the fights of the year.
Eubank, I can't wait to smash your head in.
That's why he didn't beat me, and that's why he shall not beat me in November.
don't think you can start a Thursday show with a better tune than this, can you? What a tune this is. Do you like this? Do you know what it is, Dan? Jimi Hendrix. Oh. Although it's an original Bob Dylan song, I think I'm right in saying. There must be somewhere. This is Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, the legend that is Danny.
To the feet. Yeah, I do know it.
Oh, the singer as well. Go on, Dan.
No.
Oh, fine. Danny Murphy's here, and Just Eat score a home win with mouth-watering matchday meals in time for kick-off. Lift it. Oh, my God. Still to come, we'll be asking whether anyone in world football has a better spine than England. Just quickly, Alex Scott has been left out the 23-man England squad to face Serbia tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. Harry Kane is Barcelona's first choice to replace Robert Lewandowski in the summer. And we're taking your calls on Bukayo Saka, 0371 722 334. Is he the best right winger in the Premier League? A difficult question to answer. Maybe Harry's got the answer. He's a West Ham fan. Hello, Harry. How are you?
Yeah, hello, mate. You all right?
I'm great. I'm very well. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thank you. All good.
Good. What are you doing? You finished work? You driving home?
Yeah, just driving home now.
Okay. What do you do for a living, H?
Recruitment.
Oh. In what industry? What field?
Construction.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it. I started my own business not too long ago, so I'm doing it for myself now, yeah.
Oh, I've heard it's not it's built up to be.
Hey.
Thanks. Right, what would you like to say, Harry?
This debate, it just infuriates me every time I hear it, especially when it's Darren Bent, so I'm glad he's not on, to be honest.
Go on, boy.
He talks about Saka like it's the best thing since sliced bread. He's not. I would say he's not in the top 3 right wingers in the Premier League.
Go on.
And I would also, the people I'm having above him is obviously and Bowen.
Oh, hold on, we lost you there. Say it again. Who are the 3?
The 3 I'm having above is Salah, Semenyo, and Bowen.
Right.
Right.
We're talking about right-sided midfielders or forwards. Yeah. Semenyo's on the left.
He can play on. He has played on the right.
Oh no, but he's more left,
he has
right?
Played on the right. He has played on the right, and his numbers this season more than most. But consistently, Bowen is putting up the same, if not better, numbers than Saka every season playing for West Ham.
I don't think he is.
No, he is. I've got him in front of me. So last season, Bowen's goals and assists was 21, Saka's was 16, and then people will say Saka was injured. Well, Saka played 9 less games, and if you sort of do the average goals and assists per game, they were both 1.6 per game. And Bowen's playing for West Ham, Saka's playing for Arsenal.
How many goals did Bowen score? How many goals did Saka get?
How many goals last season?
Yeah.
That's goals and assists. I don't know about goals, but it would have been fairly similar. But Saka's would be penalties as well, which Bowen don't take.
Okay.
So on top of that, the last 24, I think it is, games that Saka's played in the Premier League, he's got 2 non-penalty goals, and in the last 17 Premier League games, he's got 1 assist.
Harry, you're a West Ham fan, right?
Yeah, I am, but it's not about being a West Ham fan. talkSPORT put a Facebook post out not long ago. It was to do with the England team, and there was countless Arsenal fans commenting on it saying, I'm Arsenal, and I'd have Bowen over Saka all day.
Okay, all right, thanks for your call. What's your view on that, Danny? I mean, I think they're both really good players. I don't know too many.
Bowen's a super talent, and to hit the numbers that he has done in a team that's generally struggled and not as talented as Arsenal is incredible. I've been banging a drum about Bowen for a long time. He's a Champions League player.
Is he better than West Ham?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Should he move?
Should have. 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay, too late now.
He could play in anyone. He's that good. He's got great drive and work ethic, great feet, brilliant finisher. I mean, his numbers, if we're looking last year, 14, 20 the year before, 13, 18, 8.
What are these, goals?
Yeah.
These are just goals?
Just goals. Forget the assists.
Okay.
His numbers match up to Saka.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you before, I mean, there is other aspects to people's games than goals, but when you're a forward player, you're judged on goals.
Of course you are.
And you could argue, would Bowen get more goals playing for Arsenal? It's a simple yes. That's why I said for England, if Saka was missing, we've got really good players, and Bowen's one of them. So,
who would your replacement for Saka be?
It depends.
For England?
Yeah, it depends who's fit and playing well.
If everyone's fit. Are you taking Jarrod Bowen to the World Cup?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
And if Saka doesn't start, are you starting Jarrod Bowen?
It depends how he's playing, because if you're... So, for example, if I was playing against France or Spain and Cole Palmer was fit, and Saka wasn't, I'd put Cole Palmer.
On the right, out of position.
Well, you say out of position. He started his Chelsea career there and scored absolute bagful.
He did, yeah.
He only ended up as a 10 loads of games later, like even halfway through the next season.
Yeah, and he played for England in the Euros on the right as well.
He play anywhere, that ball.
Yeah. I've called him a genius before, and Bent poo-pooed it. Do you think he's a genius, Cole Palmer?
He's got the potential to be everything and anything. Yeah, he's unbelievable.
We'll take more calls in just a moment. Also, still to come, we'll be asking whether anyone in world football has a better spine than we do in the England team. First up, it's time for No Googling. We want to know which goalkeeper did Bukayo Saka score his first Premier League goal against. Which goal? I'll give you a clue. The team's still in the Premier League. I don't know if that helps or not. Which goalkeeper did Bukayo Saka score his first Premier League goal against? The answer to that and loads more coming up with me, Andy Goldstein, and the superstar is Danny Murphy. Live and Drive on talkSPORT after this.
Is AJ destroying his legacy by agreeing to fight Jake Paul? Reports suggest AJ's agreed to face the YouTube-turned boxer in Miami next month. talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver is shocked by this comeback news.
We all thought it was about that journey to winning the World Heavyweight Championship for the third time and going down in the history books. We thought he was going to have a warm-up fight before going into a big fight, maybe in the summer with Tyson Fury.
You can get more on that at talksport.com. Now, ahead of England v Serbia live on talkSPORT tonight, Alan Pardew says there is a way you can play Kane, Foden and Bellingham in the same team. You just put one of England's number 10s on the left who'd come inside.
And then obviously you need a raiding left back, and O'Reilly was outstanding for Manchester City at the weekend. and Lewis Skelly, who, hopefully will get enough games to be involved in the World Cup.
Meanwhile, the Republic of Ireland need a result at home to Portugal tonight to have any chance of qualification for the World Cup. And Jaime Hallgrimsson's urging the officials not to be controlled by Cristiano Ronaldo.
A player shouldn't be refereeing. It should be the officials doing the refereeing. If they want to affect the game, they shouldn't at least affect the referee.
And ahead of the Ashes, injury concerns for England now. Fast bowler Mark Wood's become a doubt for the first test with a hamstring issue. There's loads of Ashes build-up on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube.
If you've got a drum kit, you can play along at home. It's Drive and talkSPORT to me, Andy Goldstein, the Smurf, the Ledge. There's Danny Murphy. Before the break, asked the question, which goalkeeper did Bukayo Saka score his first Premier League goal against? I don't know how you'd know this. Rui Patricio. 2-0 win away to Wolves in July 2020. Still to come, we'll be joined by Kevin Atchard for a bit of Drive Worldwide. Also, from 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, with 5 o'clock, we're doing What's Up Murphy. Or, no, 6 o'clock. Oh, he's all over the place. I should know. 6 o'clock, we're doing Well Murphy or Smurfy, whatever it's called this week. Any questions you've got for Danny Murphy, send them in on a WhatsApp voice note. So store our number in your phone, 03717 223 store it in your phone. And then go into WhatsApp, open it up, and send us a voice note with Well Murphy. And then your name, like, oh, yeah, it's Brian here, whatever your name is. And then your question for Danny. But make it a funny, clever one. Not just like, who's your favourite teammate? We've done all them. All right, we'll do that. But you quite enjoyed that last time we did it, didn't you?
Did I?
I think your facial expressions led me to believe you did, yeah.
I think the questions were pretty good last time, weren't they? Always helps.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. If you don't like it, it's tough. We're doing it. It's running all day.
I'll do it, mate.
Not that we can do about it. Can I ask you a question before we move on? When was the last time you were clean-shaven? Do you like being clean-shaven or not?
I haven't been clean-shaven in about probably 5 years, maybe.
Mm.
I do go...
Because I've got a reason why I grow a beard, but why are you never clean-shaven?
Because I just look...
weird.
Yeah. Feels weird.
Yeah.
I feel less manly.
What, because you've got nothing on top?
Yeah.
So you need a bit... It sort of works.
But also, when you're bald as well.
Yeah.
If you then go clean-shaven here, like Bickett...
Yeah.
You look really
just weird. If you're playing Guess Who as well, you're quite easy to get, right? Has he got hair? No. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Right, shall we talk a bit of cricket? The Ashes, of course, gets underway down under later this month, and ahead of that, England captain Ben Stokes has hit back at the criticism of some former players. Former captain Graham Gooch and legendary all-rounder Lord Botham have been among those to question England's preparation for the first Ashes test next week. They are playing just one warm-up game. Stokes hit back by saying, "We can't prepare how the has-beens may be prepared." Gooch joined the breakfast show this morning and responded to those comments.
You know what it's like when you're captain of a team, coach, manager of a football team. You know, you run the show your way, and that's fine. And you know, you live and die by your results. If you win, you're a hero. If you lose, you can be a zero. You know, a lot of ex-players have had their say about the preparation. I think it's a big risk, but, you know, it's a bit of a storm in a teacup, this, because they run the show they want to, and we have our opinion. History shows that you need to win or do well in the first test. And when we won in 86, 2000... and 10 we drew. We won in 86 on the first test. In 78 we won the first test in Brisbane, and then that sets the tour up. And
Yeah.
I just.
Oh, okay. What's the transition like, Danny, from being a player to becoming a pundit? Because I noticed the difference from pundits and ex-footballers that come in here, from seasoned ones to ones that have just retired. How have you found that transition? Obviously, you're a completely different pundit now to when you just retired. Is it difficult, that transition?
Well, it is difficult because the first thing you're thinking is not upsetting people you know, played with, played against, you know, acquaintances, friends. That's in the back of your mind. So you're always a bit kinder and a bit softer and see the positive in everything. The other thing as well, of course, is that you're learning a new skill. So you're never going to be as comfortable doing that anyway, even if you were bold and even if you were brave enough to call people out. So I see it myself. I work with lots of people like yourself who leave the game, start this, and you can just see that they're so wary. And also, you've spent your whole career being programmed to talk a certain way and avoid certain topics.
Yeah.
So it is a big change, and I think it goes full cycle. I mean, then you probably go to a point where you feel more confident, be more critical and more analytical, and then you get even older. And I've been doing it over 10 years now. Then you go back a bit softer because you think I'm chilled out now. Life's too short. Is it that serious? So you just change with the times. But yeah, in terms of old pundits commenting on, I think there's still value in it because someone like Gooch or both of them, they've been there and had success in the same arena. So they're completely entitled to their opinion. You know, it's like me growing up watching, I remember watching matches today. Alan Hansen was a Liverpool legend, you know, somebody I looked up to. And even if he'd been out of the game 20 years, 30 years, he'd won everything and done everything and been the best. How can you not listen to him? The game doesn't change that much, you know what I mean? It's worthwhile opening your ears. I mean, Ben Stokes, of course, has got his views and the fact that the diary or the schedule's so busy for the cricketers, where do you fit it in and all that. I hear him, you know, things change. But there's still no reason to dismiss the opinions of greats. And we are talking about two great cricketers, aren't we? So, and it makes sense. Look, if you play sport, if you go cold into anything, rarely does it go well. You can have a week or two off playing pool or golf or football and then come in and play really well. You can, because you're buzzing to be playing again. But generally, you get your best form when you've got rhythm. And so to ask them to go and play a really good side out in Australia and hit the ground running when you've, one warm-up game?
Yeah, just one. I mean, you don't have to be, I don't think you need to be an ex-sportsman to understand that that's not right. That's enough. But what I'm not sure about is you obviously have different generations of ex-footballers. You've got the one that have just recently retired. You've got some that retired maybe 10 years ago. I can't remember how many years ago you retired, but you mentioned about 10.
12 years.
And then you've got the next generation beyond that sort of were playing in the 80s and stopped maybe late 80s. Do you think that because the game has changed so much, that the longer you've been in the game, it's more difficult to keep up to speed with exactly what's happening in it?
No.
You don't at all?
No, I mean, there's certain aspects you can educate yourself. So, for example, sports science, which started evolving when I was playing.
Yeah.
And I mean evolving rapidly quick. Like, as my late 20s, early 30s, that was just evolving to a higher level all the time. And it's still doing it now. So I make it my business. I've got friends in the game who work in that department. So I'll have conversations with them about some of the things they're doing. I'm like, whoa, it's just to keep. But ultimately, the same thing always applies. What you see on the pitch, and then the physical stuff and mental stuff away from the pitch, it can only be so what's the word, modern. There's only so much you can do. I remember years ago, and Roy Hodgson was one of the most experienced managers I worked with. He's managed all over the world. Inter Milan, international management.
Yeah, Switzerland, yeah.
Was with him at Fulham. And we used to have to wear, and you'll see players doing it now. You know the thing, the
bras.
Yeah, with the little bit of equipment, GPS that manages different levels of GPS at different clubs, but it measures so much. And what happened at Fulham, this started getting brought into training every day so they could measure you know. And on a Friday, the day before a game, which was prepping for the game, so what's the tactical plan, what's the set pieces and all that, I noticed that a lot of the lads were still a bit obsessed with the numbers, because if your numbers are poor, you might get pulled in or you might get highlighted. And I used to take mine off and just not wear it on a Friday.
Attach it to the dog.
No, just leave it in the... No, I'm not wearing that, because today's me focus on the game tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't want to be worried.
Well, so the manager's asked you to do it, but you've refused?
No, Sports Science asked me.
Yeah, but presumably because the manager wants
he's
to
gone
know.
to me, look, Danny, can you wear this? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you've not worn it for the last couple of Fridays. And I said, look, I want to focus on the game tomorrow. And I think the lads should, to be honest. He said, well, I'll have to speak to the manager. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go and speak to him. So I went to see Roy. I said, Roy, listen, just explain what I explained to you. And he went, Danny, I don't look at it. I've got a pair of eyes. If you don't want to wear it on a Friday, don't wear it. It's absolutely fine. He said, nobody's getting picked in my team on how much they run around on a Friday. The plan's already there. Don't worry about it. Just don't tell everyone else. Like, don't upset it, you know. So I stopped wearing it. And there is a degree of old school thinking that stays relevant. You can watch Man United play, your team. And you can see, irrelevant of what the stats might be, you can tell if Casemiro's tired, or you can tell if Yoro's having a bad day because physically he's played 3 games in a week. Where you can see it. The manager, he doesn't need all the numbers every day to see. You know, we were getting to a point, and they do it now. Blood tests nearly every day, hydration tests every day. I know a lot of clubs are doing bloods every day.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
What was that, a pinprick or taking blood?
Yeah, pimp, you know.
All right, okay, yeah.
On a little thing.
Is it really?
Yeah. So you've got bloods, hydration.
Urine?
Pee in a thing every day. That's been...
Pee in a thing?
Well, you know, whatever they give you to pee in.
It's like an out-of-date game show, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're doing all of that literally to find out.
There used to be a machine, right? And this has come forward a lot. This machine that you'd go on. I can't remember the name of the machine. So you'd lie down for 2 minutes, and you'd have all these pads on, all over you, measuring all sorts of stuff. And there were 7 sections apparently, and it was 7 sections, and you'd get a mark out of, let's say, 10 for your level of recovery in each section.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, I never forget it to this day. We won, beat somebody good, and I had a night out, heavy.
What, night before or after the...
Night before, we were due in for a warm down and a recovery day.
Okay.
And I'd had about 3 hours kip. And I got up and I had a couple of coffees and whatever, Lucozade on the way in, got on this machine. And I get on the machine and the fella says to me, you've recovered well, full numbers. I said, oh, that's funny, because I had 3 hours sleep and about 8 pints and about 6 G&Ts. I said, no. He said, have you had lots of caffeine this morning? And I said, yeah. He said, oh, that might affect it. So I said, what? I said, you're telling me this 150 grand machine, which is what they paid for it, Fulham at the time, you're determining people's physical well-being off these results of a machine, even though I've just told you. It's like,
yeah.
He's like, keep that between us, will you? He said, you know, it's just an idea.
Oh my goodness!
This is how detailed they go. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting that every bit of sports science is nonsense, because that would be ridiculous. Seeing people hydrated and checking their bloods and all that gives you a picture of where somebody's at. Of course, it does.
Yeah.
And if they're running more or running good numbers in training, and then it falls off for a week, you can see that week they're a bit low or whatever. I get it. Use it. But don't base every decision on it.
No, and there are managers that do, right?
Some really use it a lot. And the more worrying thing is the academies use them a lot, these machines, to judge the young lads' physical well-being. And, you know, you hear about the red zones and all that.
Course, yeah.
One thing they're missing in all of that is one of the ways you built up resilience when I played, and you're playing a lot of games, is by playing during red zones and being knackered. Because the mentality...
Yeah.
Once you've got through a game where you're struggling and you feel better about it, you think, I can do that again. And I've heard boxers talk about that, you know, that once you've got the knowledge, you know, and you can push through. I'm not
going through the wall. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I'm not comparing boxers, they're fitter than footballers, but there is too much emphasis, and that's why I hate this whole conversation about player welfare. Drives me insane. They don't know how lucky they are. They will when they finish. They'll do what I did. You look back and realise how damn lucky you were. I mean, I would have played every day. I'd have never moaned about it once. Even if I was knackered, I would never have said.
So the tip is, if anything we've learned, if you're going out for a few G&Ts, have a coffee in the morning.
Have a good bit of caffeine to mess the machine up, yeah. Loads of it.
Loads of it to mess the machine up.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good advice. I think we've got a couple of them here at talkSPORT.
And even the hydration stuff, you can hydrate really quickly if you're capable of lugging a load of Lucozade, electrolytes.
You get through it. I'll take them.
Eye drops. That's not for hydration. That's just to make sure you don't look hammered.
Glass-eyed.
How many lads you'd see in the cars in the morning?
Drinking a coffee. They've got a Starbucks in one hand and Optrix in the other. We have got lots coming up for you between now and 7. Of course, at 7, then we build up to England live commentary of England tonight. The boys on the Sports Bar. We're taking calls from 10. We'll also building up to Eubank Bend 2. We'll go live to another day's training or workout or whatever they do, leading up to a big fight. Adam Catcher will be joining us a bit later on. A reminder, me and Benty, by the way, we're live in Bethnal Green's York Hall tomorrow for build-up to that. I think they've got the final one. We've got the best of talkSPORT. And, of course, we've got What's Happening Murphy. Any questions you got for Danny Murphy, 03717222344. Store that number in your phone, go into WhatsApp, open up and send us a voice note. We'll be doing that round about 6 o'clock tonight.
This is Ben on talkSPORT.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is insane! Never seen anything like this!
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank!
This is a moment in time that we will never forget. And the final scene absolutely delivered. We'll catch you next time.
Listen, Drive and Talk Sport, me, Andy Goldstein. The ledge that is Danny Murphy and Just Eat. Feed your squad with matchday meals delivered in time for kickoff. Still to come, we'll be hearing your voice notes on Smurfy. Just head to WhatsApp, send us a voice note, 03717223344. Ask Danny anything you want about football or life in general, but it must start with what's happening in Smurfy. Here's an example, right? I've just thought of this. I was always told that when you're playing football at any level, you can't shout mine. Mine! You can't do that. Is that true or is that false? You get booked for it.
I think it became in later than... It wasn't always the way.
It wasn't, but it was a thing. You can't shout mine.
Can you shout mine? Yeah, you can.
You can. You can.
Yeah.
You can.
I think you can.
That's mind-blowing if that's the case.
I think you can.
Okay. I'll tell you, have a think of it, and when we come back to this, I need your definitive answer.
Okay.
All right? Great question.
It is a good question. I don't know if I'll be able to get you definitive answer without reading a rule book, but I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay. All right. So any question... I mean, they probably won't be as good.
Because you know what? You know when someone shouts over, so leave it.
Yeah.
That's happened to me loads of times in games where the ball's coming, someone shouts over, and it's one of their players.
And you've left it.
Yeah.
And another mistake from Murphy. That's what we see. So that's coming up a bit later on at 6 o'clock. We'll have some fun with that and we'll get the proper answer. If you're a referee, by the way, and you want to text in, let me know. Time now for this.
Objection! Sustained. I sentence you to a lifetime of supporting United. Football Court is now in session with Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yes, time now for Order in the Courts. We welcome Lewis Richards back to the show from our friends at Paddy Power for this week's Judge Paddy. Lewis, hello.
Hi, guys. How are we doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, being a judge,
yeah,
I've got an answer for you, you know.
You're not.
That thing you were just
you're
talking
not
about.
a judge, though, right? It's just part of this setup.
Of course, right now, for this 5 minutes, I'm the judge.
Oh, come on, I'll give you the judge. Go on, what's your answer to that?
The answer is no. It's not an automatic foul, but shouting mine can lead to a free kick if a referee deems it to be deliberately distracting to an opponent.
And gentlemen comment.
Right. Had you not looked away at a computer screen, I would have thought you knew that, but you just gave it away at the last minute. You looked away.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, cool. Like Google's here, fantastic. But look, schoolboys everywhere. We were taught in school you had to shout names. You weren't allowed to shout mine.
But I always thought if your last name was Mine, if your name was like David Mine, are you allowed to go Mine? It's good, isn't it? Everyone change their name. Right, we've got you on because we want you to rule on a topic that Danny and I are going to debate. What are we talking about this week? Your honour.
As it's International Week, we are going to look well forward to next year and debate how far England are going to get in next year's World Cup.
Okay. Danny and I, we've got 45 seconds each to make our cases, present our evidence. Lewis, you're going to judge us on our knowledge, stats, delivery, and anything else you think is relevant. Danny, would you like to go first or second?
First.
Okay. Your 45 seconds on how far England are going to do or get begins now.
Court is now in session, and it's already wildly unprofessional.
Jeez.
I think England will get to the semi-final at best, and I think that would be quite a good achievement. We're talking about climate, the heat, the humidity, heavily reliant on Kane for goals. So if he was to get injured, it's a longer tournament as well. Ideally, we wouldn't be so reliant on him. When you look at the teams we've got to play against, I think the French front line is stronger than ours. Dembele, Doué, Mbappe. The Spanish, with their possession-based football, perfect for that type of climate. And then, of course, the Brazilians and Argentinians, who are more used to that type of football and that type of climate. So I think semi-final at best, and that would be, even though a failure for most people, I think it would actually be success.
All right.
Order.
There you go. Perfect timing. Perfect. That's good. It's good, but it's not great. My 45 seconds begin on how far England are going to get. Now.
All rise for the Honourable Judge Paddy.
Listen, I say this every time a major comes round, Danny, but I think this time we'll get it right, to quote Ron's 22.
More than any other time.
Yeah, or 21 or 23, I can't remember. That's good. But I think we're going to go all the way for a number of reasons. One, we've got a manager who knows how to win knockout football. I think that's really important. The fact that he's already come out and said he's not going to try and cram too many players into the wrong positions, only going to pick the right players. And also, you're right about forward lines, but I think we've got the best spine, and we'll talk about spines in a bit, of any side going into the World Cup. When you look at Jordan Pickford, I think he's always done brilliant for England. But then you've got either Stones or Gurhey. I'm just going down the middle. Declan Rice, one of the best players in the world in that position. You've got Jude Bellingham, one of the best players in the world. And you've got Harry Kane, arguably the best striker, number 9 on the planet. And then you chuck into the mix other players in and around. I think we're going to win the World Cup. Right, so there you go. Both cases presented. What are you thinking, Judge Paddy?
I'd have to say, probably the best segment of Judge Paddy we've had with your arguments. Both very convincing. But I'm sorry, Danny, I have to go with Goldstein here. You got to be patriotic, and you got to think that. I'm picking up that tab.
Careful, you. Right, always a pleasure, Lewis. Thanks for coming on.
Enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
Thanks,
See you
mate.
later.
See you soon. What a lovely lad he is, the wonderful Lewis Richards. Right, thanks, Lewis. There will be another debate in front of Judge Paddy next week, 18
He's
plus.
got a judge outfit that he wears at home.
Only on Saturday nights, yeah. Our heels the lot. Gamblerware.org.
Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
But who hasn't on a Saturday night, eh? Who hasn't? And when we come back, we'll talk about England's spine. I mentioned it ever so briefly there. We've got a list of all the nation's spines, so Danny and I will discuss it. We'll also talk to you. You can have your say on how important you think that spine is, how good that spine is. A bit of boxing in the next hour ahead of you, Back Ben 2, live on talkSPORT. We've got the best of talkSPORT. And, of course, we're building up to live commentary tonight of England's match. All that and so more is coming your way in the next 2 hours. If you want to be a part of the show, you can. 0371 722 3344.
It's our understanding that Jude Bellingham will not start for England tonight. Morgan Rogers will likely get the nod at number 10. And talkSPORT's Henry Winter has admitted, though he thinks Bellingham is deserving of the start, a bit of competition in the squad is never a bad thing.
We've been to so many tournaments and everyone sort of stood on ceremony in the media and we said, oh, you know, our big personalities must play. And now Tuchel has come in and shaken it all up a bit and everyone's going, this is fantastic. It's not rocket science what Tuchel's doing. It's simple, practical team balancing management.
Alex Scott is also set to miss out from the matchday squad. England-Serbia is live on talkSPORT from 7 p.m. To boxing now, and Eddie Hearn's given us the lowdown on who exactly Anthony Joshua may fight next and when.
I don't know if we'll fight Jake Paul yet, but next year we will fight in February
and then we will fight Tyson Fury. If Turki El Sheikh delivers on his plans and strategies.
Well, it's being reported that AJ is finalising terms to fight Jake Paul in Miami in December. He's getting stick for it, though, with heavyweight boxer Dave Allen telling us he'd lose all respect for Joshua if he fights the ex-YouTuber. But Simon Jordan's not having any of that.
His legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact, whatever you think of Anthony Joshua,
It might damage it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance. But I think in the it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
Now, the FA has confirmed it won't use dynamic pricing for the 2028 Euros. The remaining defiant going against the current model used by the likes of FIFA is the FA chair, Debbie Hewitt.
There's sufficient tickets that are at an accessible price for those fans, who come to the terraces week in, week out. We shouldn't be outpricing them from the game.
Elsewhere today, it's our understanding that Southampton are seriously considering appointing interim boss Tonda Eckert as their new manager. The 32-year-old has won both of his games in charge since stepping up from the under-21s to fill the void left by Will Still. And a worry for England's cricketers just a week out from the Ashes. Mark Wood is now a doubt for the first test as he goes for a scan on his hamstring. There's plenty more build-up on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel.
Welcome back to our number 2 Drive and Talk Sport with me, Andy Goldstein. I have to tell the ladies that are watching, if you're watching on YouTube, ladies, Danny Murphy's got the guns out. Just be careful, everyone.
I class myself more as a biscuit, jammy dodger.
Oh, you are. You
sarcasm.
Looking good. Look at the arms. You got any tats? You got no tats at all?
No. You?
I've got 16.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Why?
It just doesn't surprise me.
Do you want one? I might be lying. I might have none, Dan. Look at me. Have I got 16, 11 or none? Just to see if you can tell if I'm lying or not. 16, 11 or none.
A man of beauty does not need such decoration.
No, it's like Byron's joined us in the studio, isn't it? Still to come, we'll be joined by the superstar that is Kevin Atchard for a bit of Drive Worldwide. But now England host Serbia in a World Cup qualifier tonight. A game you've of course can hear live on talkSPORT.
And Kane's got it this time and fires it in.
When we play a France, a Spain or an Argentina at that back end of the tournament, we're going to have to play a pragmatic style of football, and I think Thomas Tuchel's brilliant at that.
Dust off your passports, pack your suitcases, England are on their way.
You look at Tuchel now and he is so in control.
But it comes to Phil Foden, who plants it into the bottom corner.
He competes maybe then with Harry in this camp as a different profile number 9.
You could feel the excitement of the manager that he's dying to work with him.
And towards Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham is England's best player.
Should be favourites to win the World Cup because they've got so many good players.
When we arrive in the US, we want to stay all the way. Can only make it happen if we arrive with a strong team.
Come on, England. Come on, England. England hosts Serbia tonight as the final international break of the year gets underway. They, of course, have already qualified for next year's World Cup, having won every single qualifier. England manager Thomas Tuchel spoke to the media earlier this week, and he was asked how close he is to knowing his best 11. Good question.
I know quite a lot about tomorrow, but about May and June I don't know so much, and I hold myself back of knowing too much or pretending to know too much or like be even too much focused. So much can happen. Nobody wants injuries to happen, but injuries can happen. Players can pull out, players can drop in form, other players can have form. So no, I'm very much open for the next months. So that's why I don't feel the pressure and I don't feel the urge, the World Cup urge at the moment. I just feel the excitement and the pressure for tomorrow because we want to perform. And it is, like always, it's step by step. And next step is Serbia tomorrow.
Can I ask Dan, before we talk about what we're going to talk about in this section, with a game like tonight, where it's almost irrelevant what happens, we could lose 10-0, win 10-0, it doesn't matter, does it? Or does it? Would you, if you were the England manager, will you pick players just to see what they're like with the England shirt on?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
So tonight's game you'd use as just a trial run to see if players can cope with wearing the three lines, if they're playing in different positions.
Yep.
So you wouldn't play the obvious Kane up top, Bellingham behind, Pickford in goal. You wouldn't do any of that.
I think I'd make wholesale changes, yeah. And I'd have a look at some of the players who've got minimal caps or less caps to see if they can cope with the expectation. Because you never know. It's a big deal. I told you before, it's a big, big deal, and not everyone can deal with it. So, and also as well, the other thing is, you want players in the squad who aren't necessarily your first choice to have international experience.
Yeah. I've never understood why in friendlies or internationals that are meaningless like this, Pickford starts. Or the England goalkeeper, whoever it is, always starts.
Well, the reason is what they'll say, or what he'd say, I would imagine, is continuity, rhythm, the relationship with the same defenders.
I know, but if you get an injury to a goalkeeper,
I know,
just before World Cup or even during, you need that fella that's coming on to know exactly what it's like to
I'm
play.
with you. The goalkeeper one, I think, more than any other
Yeah,
position.
I find it stunning.
But I think in all positions you need that.
Did you find that wearing that shirt was just a much bigger weight than anything you'd experienced?
No, because the pressure was off me in some ways, because, as I said before, the quality players who were ahead of me, I never really felt like I was going to grab their shirt anyway. So I wanted to impress, and I wanted to prove to them and the manager that I was good enough to be there. But I quite enjoyed it because I didn't feel like there was a microscope on me like there was on Bex every time he played, you know, or Stevie for that, or Scholes. It was a different thing for me. I could just enjoy it a bit more because maybe my self-belief should have been better, but I was always thinking.
You've got to be a realist, right?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're trying to get in the team and Gerrard's there, it's like, okay, well.
Well, if you look at the England team now, and Morgan Rogers had a great couple of games. If Jude Bellingham's fit and playing reasonably well, he's got to play.
I think so.
But what Morgan Rogers is doing now is going, if Bellingham gets injured, I want to be the next one in line. Not Cole Palmer, not Morgan Gibbs-White, me. And he's doing a good job at that. The same you could be argued for various positions on the pitch. You know, when most lads, when we think about the England team, most people would pick the same 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But you still want to be the one, if you're in that squad, who, if any of that in you're in.
Yeah.
You want to be that man.
Or you want to raise uncertainty in the manager's mind, like Gordon and Rashford.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. He doesn't have that luxury, if you can call it luxury, with Harry Kane, because no one's ever going to take that shirt if Harry Kane's fit.
Well, that at the moment, but again, let's say Delap, Watkins, Tony, whoever, if they're in the squad, which they have been in the past, give them more minutes.
Yeah,
I know Kane wants to start every game because he wants to break records and score more goals. I get it.
Yeah.
But he's playing every week for Munich. He's got a massive season ahead of him in terms of European games, league games, cup games. Like, give him the odd rest. Forget the record. Keep him, preserve him for the World Cup.
I agree. Well, listen, let's start. One of the players we just mentioned there was Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Right? He was left out the last camp in October. And I think, and you just mentioned it, I think he's so integral to England, not just because he's a great player, because he's part of that England spine. And that spine being Pickford, Stones, Rice, I think Bellingham and Kane. I had a conversation with Bentley yesterday, and he wasn't so sure Bellingham's name will be first on the team or in that position.
He will.
I think so. But anyway,
he will.
That I agree with you. But that England spine, I think, is so important. Pickford, Stones, Rice, Bellingham, and Kane. Now we've both got a list here of the spines of France, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Argentina, Germany, Netherlands, etc. Firstly, how important do you think it is to have a great spine? We've seen it at Premier League level. I mean, I'm a Man United fan, but the one that jumps off the page for me is Chelsea's Petr Cech, John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba. I'm missing someone out, aren't I?
Makaleli.
Oh, yeah, if you're talking
you put
five.
Kante in, didn't you?
Yeah. But I always think that spine is so important for a side to do well. Is it? If you've got a great spine, that is so important.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be like four in a line. I mean, the spine can be classed of anywhere as the central of the pitch, really.
Yeah.
And obviously with the different formations, how do you determine the spine? But a great player or leader in each position, a great goalkeeper, a brilliant centre half, a dominant central midfielder, a creative 10 and a brilliant forward gives you a hell of a chance.
Yes.
And if you're lacking one, so for example, if you've got loads of brilliant forward players but your centre halves are a bit weak, you're probably not going to win the tournament. So yeah, the spine is crucial, massively important. It means that you're constantly strong down the middle of the pitch, and the bit around that can change.
You can tinker with it and it won't cause too much of a problem.
Exactly.
So you've got the sides in front of you, as I have. How do you, out of 10, how do you rate England's spine then? Pickford, Stones, Rice, Bellingham and Kane. I mean, it's pretty fantastic, isn't it?
It's pretty good.
You don't sound convinced.
8.
8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's solid. It's really good.
Where's the weakest part of that spine?
Well, Stones, I don't think was at his best.
Okay, fair.
Compared to where he was a couple of years ago.
Can I ask, are you putting Stones or Gurhey there as the?
I'd probably put Gurhey there.
All right.
Which gives you more pace and a bit, but either or.
Okay, 8 out of 10 for England's spine.
Yeah.
Give me some other spines you've got there.
Well, the French one's interesting. Mike Maignan, the goalie, obviously. Saliba's a brilliant player. Kante, we know how wonderful he is, but where's his level? Because he's been Saudi,
Great
isn't he?
point.
If you replace Elise with Dembele, because if Dembele played as a 10 behind Mbappe, you are thinking, oh, good God.
That does look frightening.
I would say that's equal to England's.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's equal. The Spanish one, Simon, Lenormand, Pedri, Yamal, Morata, really strong, but you would argue Kane's much stronger than Morata and much more reliable.
Yeah,
Lenormand, who's decent, but you wouldn't have him as a Puyol type PK character.
No.
Nothing too much. The problem is with the Spanish, they're quite exceptional in that their whole team plays in a way that nobody else can.
Yeah. It's almost irrelevant if they don't even have a number 9, and we've seen that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're a worry. Spain are a worry.
Was it Fabregas they played as their false 9 when they...
They have done, when they won stuff,
Yeah. Okay, Portugal.
Costa, Diaz, Vitinha, Fernandes, Ronaldo. That's good, isn't it? The only thing is Ronaldo being...
Well, that's what I was going to ask, yeah. But yeah, I mean, although when they were at United together, there were question marks around Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo linking up, weren't there?
Well, the way to look at it is, would any of these have a chance of getting in the England team? Vitinha, yes.
Over Bellingham?
No, Vitinha's midfielder.
Oh, so you're talking about Rice?
Well, he'd
one of the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Diaz would get in as centre-half, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Bruno, that is a tough one. As a 10...
Bruno Bellingham.
You'd still got Jude, but...
Would you?
Yeah.
Since Bruno got to the Premier League...
Oh, he's a joke. No, I'm not crazy.
There's no other player in that position that's got...
I'd have Jude purely not based on Bruno, the fact that he's going to score or create more. It's more his physical presence and his defensive work. He can smash people and he can put it about. Bruno doesn't really do that.
Okay.
The point is, with a lot of these, they're not that much difference. So when we're talking about England, you're saying England's spine is the best, aren't you? I think.
Well, I think it's hard to beat, yeah. Because if I work backwards from Kane, best in the world, Bellingham, one of the best in the world, Rice, one of the best in the world, Stones, you've raised question marks purely down to fitness, right?
Well, no, put Gay in there, then it makes it...
And Pickford's never let England down. I just don't see a weakness with it. Maybe it's a 9 out of 10, you said 8, but either way. Let's take calls on it, Smurfy.
Yeah,
let's take calls. I think we've got the best spine in world football. Danny's there or thereabouts. What do you make of it? And also, do you think it's important? Do you think it's as important as we all talk about? 03717223344. And also, I mentioned the Chelsea spine there. If you want to talk about the days of a great spine in your club side, let me know as well. 03717223344. My switchboard is empty. And that means if you pick up the phone and dial, you'll be next. 03717223344.
This is Ben on talkSPORT.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is insane! Never seen anything like this!
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank!
This is a moment in time that we will never forget. And the final scene absolutely delivered. We'll catch you next time.
Mr. Driver TalkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein, Danny Murphy's here, and our friends at Just Eat, the app for all your delivery needs. Still to come, we'll be hearing your voice notes in Smurfy. Just head to WhatsApp. Send us a voice note on 037172233. Ask Danny anything you want about football or just life in general, maybe a bit of golf. You must start your question with "What's happening, Smurfy?" We'll go to the phone lines in just a moment, but first, a reminder this Saturday, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn meet again in a highly anticipated rematch. So let's take a look ahead to the big fight now with our friends at DAZN.
Big fight preview. Eubank Jr. versus Ben 2 on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live this Saturday, only on DAZN.
Yes, the press conference for the fight takes place today. Let's get more on this now as we head there and speak to the host of talkSPORT's Fight Night, the wonderful Kathmandu. Adam Cattrall joins us. Adam, good afternoon to you.
How are we, boys? Are we well?
We
All
are
good, mate.
well. We're
All
very
good.
excited. We're gearing up to what should be an absolute cracker of a fight. Everyone's telling me that this time round it'll be slightly different. First time out, we saw Conor Benn just explode and basically continue that performance for the full 12 rounds. Do you expect this fight from the first bell to be any different?
That's a really interesting question, that, Andy, to be fair, because the first time around I thought that we got perfection. We had a wonderful build-up. I say wonderful build-up. We had a tetchy build-up, didn't we, for 2 years. And then we ended up getting to the fight. And then the fight, I think, exceeded everybody's expectation. Obviously, Conor coming up to 160. He threw the kitchen sink in it, but he ended up falling short against the more wiser, experienced, natural 160 in Chris Eubank Jr. And I personally thought, after that first fight, lads, that the ball was on it. The business was finished and we could all move on in different directions. Maybe Conor comes back down to challenge for titles elsewhere, and maybe even Chris moves up and challenges for titles up there as well. But we find ourselves here because of a rematch clause, and obviously there's a lot of money involved. It's a prize fight at the end of the day. There's a lot of money on the table for both of these guys. Do I anticipate it being any different come Saturday night? Well, when you analyse the data, you would say that it would have to be if Conor is to win. But I don't know if Conor can fight any other way, mate. He is all in, kitchen sink, very similar to his dad. Yeah, he can maybe add a few nuances to his game to try and ask some different questions. But Conor Benn is ferocious, he is tenacious, and he is very much front foot. And I think once that bell rings on Saturday night, we're going to get the very same version that we saw a few months previous. The interesting thing for me is how does Chris Eubank Jr. this time approach it? He's added Bomac back to his camp, a man that obviously looks after Terence Crawford. Does he add a couple new wrinkles to the performance that we saw a little earlier on this year? So, for me, that is where the question is. What does Bomac add to Chris Eubank Jr.? But from a Conor Benn point of view, boys, I think I know what I'm getting. I'm getting all in, kitchen sink, let's have it.
Ad, what about what's your views on this rehydration clause? I know there's been a lot spoken about it, but the more I'm listening to experts, the more dangerous I'm hearing it is. Why can't they just scrap that? What's the disadvantage for both people if they do, or for Eubank particularly?
Danny, you're preaching to the choir, mate. I've been very, very vocal on rehydration clauses. I think they're absolutely disgusting. They should not be included in any boxing contracts. You know, as a sportsman yourself, hydration is key in order to perform at your optimum. What we find in boxing, obviously, on weigh-in day, we have fighters reducing the amount of water that is in their body in order to make a contracted weight. As far as I'm concerned, that's it. Once they've hit that contracted weight on the Friday, they should be allowed to rehydrate to whatever size their bodies naturally rehydrate them to.
Yeah.
Putting a restriction on a fighter only causes problems. We saw that in the first fight. I mean, Chris spent quite a number of days in the aftermath of that fight because of rehydration problems. I think rehydration clauses should not be allowed. You know,
Can the boxing board of control not take over that? Can they not do something about that? Because surely their job is to keep the best interests of the boxers at the fore, like keep them healthy, no?
Their primary job, mate, is for the upkeep and safety of this sport. Absolutely. The first time around, when they made this fight earlier this year, the reason that we have a rehydration clause in this particular fight, so just for people that don't know too much about boxing, so you've got Conor Benn, who's naturally a 147 fighter. He's moving up to 160, so he's naturally a smaller guy. He's fighting a guy who has fought the majority of his career at 160, but Chris Eubank Jr. has fought at 168, so he's a naturally bigger guy. So in order to cut him down, to hit the weight at 160. What they're basically saying is that he's not allowed to rehydrate over a certain weight. I think it's 170 on the morning of the fight, and then after that he's allowed to carry on. And it's basically to try and make the fight as even as possible. But as I say, rehydration clauses hinder fighters because obviously they can't rehydrate to their full capacity, and that then causes trouble for them in the aftermath of the fights on Saturday night. The Boxing Board of Control's primary role is for the safe upkeep of the sport. Now, the first time around, when they make that contract, I understand Chris Eubank Jr. is getting paid a certain amount of money in order to sign that contract, so I understand that he's done that. They've seen a fighter miss weight in the first fight. They've seen the rehydration clause and the problems that it caused him in the aftermath. They should have absolutely stepped in this time around, and that contract should have been changed. I'm not saying that nobody wants to see the fight. Of course we want to see the fight, because the first one was brilliant. But the contract stipulations should have been different in order to protect the fighter.
Adam, I could talk to you for days. Sadly, our time is up. I've got one question. If you could answer in one word, I'd appreciate it. Who wins?
I find it very difficult to go against what I've seen the first time around. I just think there were surprises for both men. I think Conor was surprised by how durable Chris was, and vice versa. I think Chris has made the right adjustments, bringing in Bomac into his camp. So I am siding with Chris Eubank Jr. I think Chris will get the job done again, but I think we'll get a rinse and repeat stylistically of what we got earlier on this year.
I'm no mathematician, but that was definitely more than one word. Catman, always a pleasure.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers,
Keep up
Cat.
the great work. See you soon, pal. That was a look ahead to Eubank Jr. against Ben 2 with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Saturday, live only on DAZN.
Big Fight Preview, Eubank Jr. versus Ben 2 on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch the unmissable rematch live this Saturday, only on DAZN.
30 minutes to go to we get to today's What's Happening Smurfy. Still got time, 0371722234. Send us a voice note, start with that. Anything you want, the funnier the better. Right, time for a bit of no Googling. 7 players share the record for representing the most clubs throughout their England career with 5. Jordan Henderson is in the current squad, is one of them. Who's the most recent before him? I don't really know what I've just said. I don't have time to repeat it. If you know what I said, good luck. If you don't, well, it doesn't matter. There's another one in an hour.
It's our understanding that Jude Bellingham will not start for England tonight. Morgan Rogers will likely get the nod at number 10. And talkSPORT's Henry Winter has admitted, though he thinks Bellingham is deserving of the start, a bit of competition in the squad is never a bad thing.
We've been to so many tournaments and everyone sort of stood on ceremony in the media, and we said, our big personalities must play. And now Tuchel has come in and shaken it all up a bit, and everyone's going, this is fantastic. It's not rocket science what Tuchel's doing. It's simple, practical team balancing management.
Alex Scott is also set to miss out from the matchday squad. England-Serbia is live on talkSPORT from 7 p.m. To boxing now, and Eddie Hearn's given us the lowdown on who exactly Anthony Joshua may fight next and when.
I don't know if we'll fight Jake Paul yet, but next year we will fight in February, and then we will fight Tyson Fury if Turki Al-Sheikh delivers on his plans and strategies.
Well, it's being reported that AJ is finalising terms to fight Jake Paul in Miami in December. He's getting stick for it, though, with heavyweight boxer Dave Allen telling us he'd lose all respect for Joshua if he fights the ex-YouTuber. But Simon Jordan's not having any of that.
His legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact. Whatever you think of Anthony Joshua
It might
as
damage
a fighter,
it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance. But I don't think. I think in the great. I mean, it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
This is Drama talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and a man who's got new wheels on, Danny Murphy. Loving those, a little bit of Nike action.
Yeah, I'm not one for like what's in fast. Just if I like,
I know you're not.
Exactly.
Hey, you look good today.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, why is that? New trainers on, looking new top. What are you doing tonight? Where are you off to? Before the break, I asked the question. It was a bit convoluted, the question. 7 players share the record for representing the most clubs throughout their England career with 5. Does that make sense?
Just on a different note, last show we did.
Don't try and put me up.
No, on the last show we did, somehow we got talking about my...
Hold on, let me answer the question. Scott Parker's the answer. All right, Charlton, Chelsea, Newcastle, West Ham, Spurs. Go on, go for it.
So I was talking about being single for a couple of years.
Yeah.
My lack of love life. And somebody messaged me on Instagram saying they heard the show and...
What, an old friend?
No.
Yeah, they slid into your DMs?
Yeah, a woman.
Yeah.
Said, do you want to go out for dinner? I'm single as well.
Yeah. And what happened?
Nothing.
Hold on, you can't just leave it there. There's no reason you tell me that if nothing happened.
No, I promise you. Just saying the power of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go?
I've been busy, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just quickly before we move on. Sorry, Joe, we've got time, sorry. On the last show that we did, we talked about you being on one of the what was it called, like Bumble or something? What was it called? Tinder? Something like that, right? Hinge. And you had your profile, but we didn't read it out. And a lot of people afterwards said, why didn't you read it out? And I was like, I forgot about it. Can we read it out on today's show?
No, I refused, that's why.
Can I see
Some
it?
things are private. I'll show you at the end of the show.
Okay, fine. I won't read it out. I'll have a look, right? I'll tell you tomorrow. Still to cover, we're hearing your voice. So it's in What's Happening, Smurfy. Just head to WhatsApp. Send us a voice on 03717223334. You can ask Danny anything you want. You can even ask him out for a date if you want. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think it works on a phone, does it? On radio.
Oh, send pictures. That's it. Forget that. Sounds wrong. Right, time now for this.
Drive worldwide. What?
This is Drive. We weren't on air for that. Time for Drive Worldwide, where we take a look at some of the biggest talking points from across the world of football. Joining us now is not only our European football expert, but a man who's the catchphrase king and has got a light switch that really annoys me. Let's say hello and good evening to Kevin Atchard. Hi, Kev.
How are we, chaps? We well?
Yes.
Hey, Kevin.
We're great. How are you, Kev? Are you well? You ever been?
I'm good. The light switch is fine now. I sorted it.
There's a big, the whole wall's black, and then you got this big line under it.
No, it's the shine of the light on the tape. That's all it is.
I don't think it is, mate. I don't think it is. You're lazy Hatchard. That's what it is.
Too busy watching European football.
Good.
That's what it is.
Good. That's a good answer. Are you good? You well? Life good?
Yeah, really good. Really good.
Right.
Some really good qualifiers coming up.
All right, we'll talk about them in a moment. I don't know if you heard our chat earlier on about spines, whether or not England have got the best spine in world football. Did you hear that chat?
Yeah, look, I think it's really interesting because I was going through a few of them earlier on, and you look at some of the sides, and you look at France, and I always fall into this trap, but I am kind of tending back towards France again because you look at Mike Maignan, who's an excellent goalkeeper and has looked a lot sharper this season for Milan. Mm-hmm. You look at the centre-backs, you've got Saliba, who's obviously one of the most outstanding centre-backs in world football. You've got Upamecano, who's been... I think the thing with Upamecano is people have got an outdated view of him because I think people always look at what he was, which was, a good defender, but who could make quite a few mistakes. In the last year or so, I think Kompany's done a great job with him and really respects him and has really guided him. And I think he's gone on a step. Then you look in midfield, you've got Chouameni, you've got Rabiot potentially, Manu Kone is a good player. Olise can drift into those central areas and cause havoc. And then you've got Mbappe, Dembele, Doué. So, yeah, there's real quality all the way through that spine.
What do you... I'm just looking at them now. When you look at Brazil, they've got Vinicius Jr. and Richarlison. Now, Spurs fans would say that Richarlison's not worth his weight in gold. Vinicius Jr., wonderful player, of course.
The French front line's the best.
You think the French?
Doué, Dembele, Mbappe. Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty frightening. That's pretty frightening. Kev, can I ask? We've got ages for the World Cup, but right now, if you had to put a fiver on it, who would your money be on to win the World Cup?
Again, I'm going to fall into that France trap because look, they won it in 2018. They came within a whisker of winning it in 2022. The coach is the same. He has immense experience of getting through tournaments and knowing how to do that. I think Mbappe's arguably in the form of his life. I think he's been unbelievable for Real Madrid since arriving. I know that it took him a little while to adapt, but I just think he's been so consistent for them. Dembele, when he gets back to full fitness, I think will have so much confidence from what he did in that Champions League run. Doué, I worry about the injuries, but again, if he's back fit, he's going to have a say as well. And I just think with them, they have such incredible depth in so many areas that I do think they've got what it takes to come through quite a grueling tournament.
Let me get your view then on someone that plays for Spain but isn't at the moment, and I'm talking about Lamine Yamal because he's going to miss Spain's World Cup qualifiers against Georgia and Turkey. He continues to manage an ongoing groin issue. I know the Spanish Federation aren't too happy with Barcelona over this, are they?
Yeah, so what they're saying is that they had no notice that this was going to happen, and that Barcelona have given him this this treatment, which is it's an ongoing groin injury, and he has been playing, but he's been playing through pain, and I think there's an effort here to try and manage it. Now, cynics will say they just didn't want him to go to international duty and risk having an injury, but I think, especially with Spain and Barcelona, there's got to be an element of common sense here. Ultimately, Barcelona do pay his wages. The player's got to have some input here as well. But look what happened to Pedri. He got played relentlessly by Barca, relentlessly by Spain, and ended up picking up an injury. You look at Gavi, he's picked up serious injuries. Pau Cubarsí is a teenager. He's playing for Spain. He's playing loads for Barcelona. I do think, not just Spain and Barcelona, but they're a good example. I just think clubs and countries need to work ever more closely together to really think, are we overburdening these players? Now, you know, there is evidence for it. We've seen players break down. You know, Dani Olmo had this spell where he just played over and over and over again, and he kept picking up injuries. So, yeah, I can understand why Barcelona have done what they've done. I think Spain have overreacted a bit. De La Fuente, the coach, said, I've never seen anything like this. Really? A player pulling out of an international window? Not sure that's true.
Kevin, just a quick one on the qualifiers. Where would the interest be for anybody who's not bothered about watching England tonight because they're already through? Where would you recommend they could watch, or not as in channel, but what game would you recommend? Where's the jeopardy?
Yeah, I think Ireland-Portugal's quite... And if you're looking at tonight, I think Ireland-Portugal's quite interesting because Portugal are nearly there. I think it's really interesting to see how they're shaping up ahead of the tournament because they've got to be a live contender as well.
Yeah.
But there's still jeopardy for Ireland because they're hoping that they can pip Hungary to second spot in the group. So they really daren't lose, because if they lose and then Hungary were to win the other game against Armenia, then Ireland are pretty much out. So that's a really intriguing game, I think, in terms of A, having a look at one of the big hitters, but B, seeing if the Republic of Ireland can stay in the mix.
Kev, just finally a quick word about Bayern Munich, or not, as the case may be in the future. Reports today suggest that Barcelona are interested in Harry Kane. What's your view on that?
This has been going on for quite a while. This is because Robert Lewandowski... Well, it's two things, actually. It's because Robert Lewandowski's out of contract in the summer, and there's a lot of talk about him leaving. And it's also because Kane has this clause that's been widely reported in his contract that if he informs Bayern he wants to go, he could go for €65 million. I'm not even sure Barcelona could make that deal work.
Wow.
Because they're having to jump through so many hoops. I mean, maybe they could, but it'd be a complicated deal to do. And you have to take Kane at his word in the sense that he keeps telling us publicly, I'm happy where I am, I'm settled where I am, I want to win trophies, Bayern's the best place for me. He keeps telling us this, and yet these stories about him going back to Tottenham, going to Barcelona, they keep on surfacing. So at the moment, I would think it's unlikely. I also think it's not nailed on that they could get Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid, because that would be a very complex and expensive deal to do. So I would think it's more likely he stays at Bayern than goes to Barcelona.
Kev, you're a superstar. Thanks so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure. What are you up to for the rest of the week? What are you doing?
Watching a fair few World Cup qualifiers, so that'll be fun, and spending a bit of time with the kids, and going to watch Nightmare at the weekend, a live performance of the old Nightmare TV show.
What was that? I don't remember that.
Cool guy that I am. Yeah, you do. You don't remember Nightmare off TV?
Me and Danny are just like, I don't remember that. What was it?
Are you younger than us, Kev?
Well, I'm 46 now, so...
Kev, sorry, hold on. When you went to say 46, you mimed 4. You went 46.
No.
Are you lying to us, Kev?
I've had a birthday very recently. So I was going to say 45 and realised that was a lie. So I had to correct that quickly. Yeah, Nightmare. I must educate you next week when we have this. I'll educate you on Nightmare. It's one of the great TV shows.
The only thing I remember as a kid is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. That's not the only thing you remember.
Well, no,
that suggests what you were allowed to watch as a kid and what I was allowed to watch.
Never saw that.
Significantly different.
Never saw that. Too scared.
Really?
Yeah, never saw it, yeah.
Same with me.
There was a guy, a friend of one of my brothers, who used to, for a laugh, go out in the evenings.
Oh dear, I don't like this again.
Put the hat on, and make a pretend claw, you know, the things that come the daggers out of his fingers, and just stand in front of people's windows and do.
What, in Liverpool?
Chester.
Yeah. But no one went out tonight, did they?
He was a funny guy, actually.
Yeah, till he was locked up. Kev, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, chaps.
We'll see you soon. The wonderful Kevin Hatchard. It's a bit scary, that, isn't it?
What?
You fella going out late at night, doing that with a hat?
Well, there was no bad intent. It was just for fun.
Just to scare the living daylights out of people. That's nice. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. And also, we've got What's Happening Murphy from 6 o'clock. So if you want to go on a date with Danny Murphy, let us know.
Versus Ben on talkSPORT.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is insane! Never seen anything like this!
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank!
This is a moment in time that we will never forget. And the final scene, absolutely delivered. We'll catch you next time.
Listen to Driver TalkSport. Me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar. It's Danny Murphy and Just Eat. Tackle Matchday snacks and the weekly shop in one go. Whatever you need, whenever you need it, delivered straight to your door. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Smurfy. Are they good ones this week? Or I'm getting the big thumbs up. They're great ones. Good work, everyone. Right, time now for this. Yeah, some of the best of TalkSport friends. We run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across TalkSport. Let's kick things off with yesterday's paddle. Yeah, let's do that. Of course, me and Benty, we smashed O'Hara and Gabby Agbonlahor in straight sets. But at least the losing side didn't turn on each other afterwards. I think they did.
You said it, and, you know, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but you said I was the second best player there. Well, I actually thought I performed better than Gabby.
He was stretching his back in the corner, Al. And we had to stop the game for like a minute because he had to stretch his back. I mean, that says everything, doesn't it, about his fitness, lack of fitness. I told him the night before, Al.
Absolute tube.
I said to him the night before, Al, have one chicken Kiev, not 3.
Yeah.
I found out he had 3 chicken Kievs. So he's got himself to blame, mate.
Did you see any of the paddle?
No.
You didn't see any of it?
Oh, I did. I tell a lie. I saw you put up a forehand. A lovely shot.
What? Thank you.
Although it did look like it was going past the statue.
Well, that's because it was so quick.
Yeah, maybe.
That statue was Gabby Agbonlahor.
You all over, innit?
Yeah. Very much so, yeah. Are you surprised they've already turned on each other and they're digging each other out?
No, that's what happens. Chaos ensues when you lose.
It does. From 1 to 3, rank who's the better athlete today? You, Gabby, and O'Hara.
Ah, do you know what?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah?
Genuinely, my wife thought Gabby Agbonlahor, she saw a picture of him yesterday, she thought he was 52.
No.
Do you know how old he is?
Younger than me. He's about 44, isn't he?
39.
39?
Yeah. He's had a hard life, hasn't he?
Well, we all have, but I didn't...
Go on, rank them in order.
It depends. I don't know about Gabby's fitness, to be honest.
Can you run?
A bit, yeah.
All right.
I'd put me at 2.
And O'Hara laugh.
I know Gabby's doing a lot of working out and paddle at the minute.
How many chicken Kievs could you eat in one sitting?
How big are they?
Like breast size.
If I was
You
starving.
go 4, would you?
I was starving.
It's a big number. Reminder to rewatch the whole match. You can head to the TalkSport's YouTube channel. Make sure you've subscribed so you never miss a drive time show. Good advice. Dan, you're up next.
Perfect.
No, as in you.
Oh, I've lost it. Sorry.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Just do it.
I was. Do you know what? I completely forgot.
No, that's a point. Listen, you know, it's my show. You're the site. It's fine. I'll carry on. Staying with O'Hara. He and Cundy were joined by Manby Foods' Adam Richmond on last night's Sports Bar. Here he's explaining the difference between American and British sports fans.
And the ball gets kicked into the crowd, and Americans think they've got a souvenir. They're like, yeah! It's like, no, you have to throw it back. It's not baseball. Like, there's a clock ticking, dummy. Like, you need to throw it back. They're like, yeah! They're taking pictures. And, like, the ref is, like, on the touchline, like, can we please have the ball now? And it's also, you have the expats going, throw it back, you numpty. Throw it back.
Right, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you one question because
Yes.
we're running out of time. What's the best and worst thing about USA?
The best is, well, we're going there soon, right? So everything's the best. I just like the fact that there's so much of it.
Be honest, what's the best?
No, genuinely, I love it. I go there all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, I was lucky enough to go to Florida and Disney World a few months back. That was unbelievable. We're going to New York. I've been there. That's wonderful. We're going to Washington. Well, I've never been there. I'm very excited about
Done
it.
Vegas.
Oh, yeah, done Vegas loads of times. It's fantastic. I love it. What's the worst thing about it? The time difference. Because when you get back here, it takes about a week and a half to get through it.
Yeah.
That's good after, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad.
O'Hara and Cundy return at 10 o'clock tonight. Make sure you get your calls in after England plays live on TalkSport. Let's finish with last night's kickoff. Natalie Sawyer was alongside Alan Pardew. They were talking boxing with Spencer Oliver and Gareth A. Davis, and Spencer offered a challenge.
If you would have seen Gareth A. Davis when we're not on camera, I've never seen a guy dance like this in all my life. You wouldn't think he was 71, you'd think he was 31.
Well, look, we don't want to keep
Brilliant.
you. Keep up the dancing, keep up the jockeying, the jostling, whatever it is you're doing, Spencer. We love it.
Gareth, me and you'll have to have a dance-off.
Oh, well,
Obviously, I've got history.
Hello.
I'd like to see that. What's your favourite song to dance to, Danny? I've never seen you looking so
No.
Let's say tonight you had a hot date, right?
I wouldn't be dancing.
No. You just maybe had a little glass of champagne.
Best favourite song to dance to?
And she went, Danny,
I've got it.
Go on.
Jermaine Stewart.
We don't have to take our clothes off.
To have a good time.
We'll come back to that, all right? It's an oldie but a goodie.
That gets everyone up. a wedding or a birthday. You put that on and people just...
It's a great tune. You are right.
People start singing it to each other.
How's it go?
Get lost.
We don't have to take it. Adrian Darren brings you kick-off tonight. England take on Serbia at Wembley. And, of course, make sure you check out 21 Minutes to Go. It's my podcast. It's Cundy's podcast. It's available wherever you get your podcast from. 21 Minutes to Go. Go do it. When we come back, there'll be just under 60 minutes to go. And it will be time for Murphy. Don't miss it. It's coming up right after this.
It's our understanding that Jude Bellingham will not start for England tonight. Morgan Rogers will likely get the nod at number 10. And talkSPORT's Henry Winter has admitted, though he thinks Bellingham is deserving of the start, a bit of competition in the squad is never a bad thing.
We've been to so many tournaments and everyone sort of stood on ceremony in the media and we said, our big personalities must play. And now Tuchel has come in and shaken it all up a bit and everyone's going, this is fantastic. It's not rocket science what Tuchel's doing. It's simple, practical team balancing management.
Alex Scott is also set to miss out from the matchday squad. England-Serbia is live on talkSPORT from 7 p.m. To boxing now, and Eddie Hearn's given us the lowdown on who exactly Anthony Joshua may fight next and when.
I don't know if we'll fight Jake Paul yet, but next year we will fight in February and then we will fight Tyson Fury. If Turki Al-Sheikh delivers on his plans and strategies.
Well, it's being reported that AJ is finalising terms to fight Jake Paul in Miami in December. He's getting stick for it, though, with heavyweight boxer Dave Allen telling us he'd lose all respect for Joshua if he fights the ex-YouTuber. But Simon Jordan's not having any of that.
his legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact. Whatever you think of Anthony Joshua,
It might damage it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance. But I don't think. I think in the great. I mean, it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
Now, the FA has confirmed it won't use dynamic pricing for the 2028 Euros. The remaining defiant going against the current model used by the likes of FIFA is the FA chair, Debbie Hewitt.
There's sufficient tickets that are at an accessible price for those fans, who come to the terraces week in, week out. We shouldn't be outpricing them from the game.
Elsewhere today, it's our understanding that Southampton are seriously considering appointing interim boss Tonda Eckert as their new manager. The 32-year-old has won both of his games in charge since stepping up from the under-21s to fill the void left by Will Still. And a worry for England's cricketers just a week out from the Ashes. Mark Wood is now a doubt for the first test as he goes for a scan on his hamstring. There's plenty more build-up on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel.
Well, Matt, till last hour driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, the legend is Danny Murphy.
How does the Kama Sutra affect your golf?
It's a good question. Did you see producer Joe just run to the door and hit his leg?
Yeah.
That's the worst pain in the world, isn't it?
He's been reading that Kama Sutra.
It looks like he has now. He's all bent up. Still to come, we'll hear your questions in today's What's Happening Smurfy in moments. But first, we're getting closer to a big old night of boxing, and it's live right here on talkSPORT.
I'm neither mind nor thought. I cannot be heard or cast into thought, nor by sight or smell ever caught. In light and wind I am not found, nor yet in earth and sky. Consciousness and joy incarnate, bliss of the blissful am I. The purpose of it is always that we are entertaining the public.
He's here! Both guys here! Going for it! So hard!
I have nothing to say to Nigel. I find the man intolerable in that he's so wild.
All I wanted to do was rip his head off.
After an atmosphere and a contest like this, they surely have to do it again.
What did my son want to do? Rip his head off.
Sympathy, then his toenail, sympathy, the ambulance, sympathy.
One of the toenails on my big toe fell off.
When is he going to understand? Nobody cares.
These rivalries do tend when they share their souls in the ring for our entertainment.
Never seen anything like this!
The souls and the spirits entwined forever.
Well, that was a nice little cut there, wasn't it? Don't forget the talkSPORT League. Thanks, Jack, for putting it back up. Don't forget that talkSPORT brings you the huge rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. This Saturday. It's live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Heavyweight Dave Allen joins our expert boxing team that will keep you right across a busy fight week. Don't forget, of course, you can watch along with us here on the night over on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. And, of course, the fight is live on DAZN. You ready to fade that one out, Jack? Yeah? Time now for this.
What's up?
What's up, Danny?
Birthday. What's up?
What's up? Danny Murphy, how's it going, mate?
What's up?
Murphy.
Think they're going to be good ones. Yes, this is What's Happening Murphy, where we give you the dance floor to ask former crew Alexandra Loney, Danny Murphy, anything your heart desires. When you went on loan to Crew Alexandria, who paid your wages, them or who were you on loan from?
Liverpool. I went back.
Did you? Oh, well, they signed you straight away.
No, I went back. When there was a crossover of managers, I was struggling. I wasn't in the team. And Julio had just come in and he was testing me. I didn't know at the time. He said, you need to go and play some games.
Mm.
And
you thought, you haven't laughed, just come from there.
Crew were bottom of the championship. But Ipswich wanted me. They were top.
Yeah.
So I said, I'd rather go Ipswich because it's going to be better for me winning games. He said, you go to Crew or you stay here. I was like,
blimey.
That's weird.
Glad I asked that question.
Well, I went back. We stayed up somehow.
Yeah.
And
got the experience.
When I got back, he went, you've proven to me you want it.
You can stay. You've charmed me.
Yeah.
Should we hear some of the questions?
Yep, let's go.
Let's start with the first one.
What's happening, Danny? Right, I've got a question for you. Would you rather be a professional golfer, but every time you swing the ball, your trousers fall down? Or a professional footballer, but every 30 minutes you're on the pitch, you're dying for a number 2? Cheers, boys.
Sorry, who's picked that one? What's happening here?
Well, both are impossible, aren't they?
Well, the golf one's impossible because your trousers falling down at least 72
Yeah,
times.
I'd be a footballer and just cacking my pants.
Did you ever need to go to the toilet when you were playing?
No.
You never went off?
Oh, yeah, occasionally, but not enough.
You know that famous image of Lineker in the World Cup?
Yeah, I know a few players have had a pee in the rain on a pitch where you can't tell, when it's coming down.
Who's done that?
Quite a few players.
What? Just running about, having a wee?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, don't run. You might do a stretch, but it's raining so heavy anyway, and you need to go. No one notices.
But if you need a, like Jason Punch.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was not feeling too good.
Yeah.
When you just
sorry, hold on, Joe. Don't shake your head. You put this question in. This is only the place where this one's going. Why has he dumped the word? He said.
Is that a bad word?
Oh, you can't say that word apparently.
How can you not?
I thought you could say that.
Okay,
word.
I'll do it again. I think.
No, don't say it again.
I had.
You followed through.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
Yeah, you followed through.
I wasn't feeling too well.
All right. What first half or second half?
I can't remember. I just remember getting in, thinking they need to come off and go in the kit bag. Go in the.
You chuck them in the middle.
In the skip. Yeah.
And someone's got to pick that up.
Just hide them in a towel.
You footballers are vile, aren't you? It's good. Nice question. Should we move on?
What a poor start. I was expecting
It
that.
doesn't get much worse. It can only get better, I hope.
What's up? How's it going, boys? It's Lee from Surrey. Question for you. What is your favourite drink? And I don't want to hear a cup of tea, milk, 2 sugars, all that rubbish. You know, if you're at the pub, what's your favourite pint? What do you want? Let me know.
It's quite angry, wasn't it? Like, what do you want? What's your favourite pint? Let's go through all the drinks. Your favourite wine?
White.
Okay. What one would it be?
Gavi, probably.
Very nice.
Like a Gavi, yeah. Pint. I like my favourite drink is Brewdog.
You like a bit of Brewdog?
Yeah.
You like it when we went out?
It's a pale ale.
We had a Guinness, didn't we?
No.
And what did you have when we went out?
A lager.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, but the Brewdog, a big fan.
You like that?
Yeah, if you can get it on draft in very few places, but I'd go that far.
Favourite fizzy drink?
Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Blimey. It's a bit specific, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? When you've got kids there and you're doing meal deals on the go all the time, you know about all this.
I've never had a Dr. Pepper.
What?
Never had it.
Do you know when I used to walk home from school, a cold can, was 19 pence.
I know.
Right? And the Dr. Pepper was the best seller.
Yeah.
Of all the my schoolmates. Ahead of the Coke.
Is that like Tizer?
No.
It's not. I've never had it. I don't know what it's like.
Similar colour to Coke.
Yeah.
Just a very distinctive taste. Okay. Really nice.
And tea or coffee?
Coffee. Coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon.
All right. If you're going to have a milkshake, what flavour would it be?
Vanilla.
All right. I think we've answered all of that.
Yeah.
We've exhausted it. Should we move on to the next one?
What's happening, Smurfy? Jack from Essex. Can you please tell me what manager in the Premier League, current time, would get the most out of you in their stable?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Get the most out of you.
I don't know. It's hard to say because don't know any of them particularly well. I think I would. I don't know why Thomas Frank springs to mind.
Right, you like to play under Thomas Frank?
I think I've met him. I've been around him, so I've got maybe an a bias towards him because he's so warm and charismatic.
He looks like a lovely fella.
And look, like when you talk to him, football knowledge, my God, like from years ago, watches everything. One of those, you know, he can play different ways. I think I'd get on well with him.
That's nice. Okay.
And I love his hair.
Do you like it? He'd look good with Goldstein's golden paste in his hair.
He actually would. We should get him that.
Yeah. Eddie Hearn, right, was on this morning. Wears it.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He's a handsome man.
Do you want me to send... No, it doesn't matter. Let's move on to the next one.
What's up, Smurfy? Shaggy here in Warrington. Danny, what's the funniest rumour you've ever heard about yourself? Cheers, boys. Great show. Keep it up.
Very kind of you. Thank you. Great question.
It is, isn't it?
Funny. I've heard one about me. I can't tell you on Australia. I'll tell you in a break. Like, for legal reasons, I can't.
There was a football rumour once that I don't know how it come out, and it was a few headlines in papers. You remember when Valencia were really good, winning the leagues and the Champions League, and all that they were trying to sign me? And I thought that was quite funny.
But it's a load of nonsense.
Yeah, well, as far as, it was no load of nonsense, because I didn't put myself in that category of player that they'd be even looking at. That was...
Yeah, it's Rafa that put that one out.
Well, the irony is he came to Liverpool and then got rid of me, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a strange one, isn't it? Did you ever hear rumours about any players that would come into your club? Never did.
Not... Oh, Shearer.
You heard that Shearer was coming to Liverpool?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
I can't remember, but it was nearly happened as well.
What do you mean nearly happened?
Well, they tried to make it happen. It wasn't just a rumour.
Where he was at where?
Newcastle.
He was at Newcastle. And he...
I can't remember the timing of it. I think maybe I don't know if Rude had gone there and he fell out and put him on the bench. I don't know.
And you heard that he made...
There was in one day I remember one day in the dressing room, a few boys coming in and going, "We're signing Shearer." I was like, "Oh my God, that would be amazing."
Have you ever asked him whether or not that was true?
I don't think I have.
Do you know him well enough to text him? I know you know him well, but would he tell you if you text him?
Yeah, he'd tell me, yeah.
Can you in this show, can you text him, were the rumours of you going to Liverpool ever true? Can you text him that?
Yeah.
Okay. Will he send you a voice note as an answer, is he?
Depends if he's busy.
All right. We'll do that. Don't do it now. Do you want to do it now?
No, go on, carry on.
Hold on. If you phoned him now, would he pick up the phone?
No, he's not daft.
Right, you never know. Right, on to the next one.
What's up, Murphy? Skippy from Bognor. If your career was a film, what would the title be and who would play your manager?
And who would play you?
Jason Statham would play me.
I said, Danny DeVito, but you've gone for Statham. Yeah. Who would play your manager?
I was once in a magazine as a lookalike to him, would you believe?
I wouldn't believe, no.
Yeah,
were you really? What magazine? Like Looking or something? Smash Hits?
I don't know.
Right. Match Weekly?
Brought it in.
All right.
What would...
Do you know what? You do look a little bit like him.
Film.
What would it be called? It can't be something almost like Murphy's Law.
Fight Club.
That's something to do with you, is it?
Well, I had to fight my way all the time to get to the top.
Into a football club?
I had to fight like mad to get to that level because I wasn't as blessed physically as a lot of the boys. So
Jason Statham in
Fight Club.
Who play your manager?
Well, help me out. Someone like my two best managers.
Go on.
Houllier and Roy. So school teacher-esque.
Okay, so Roy
Hodgson,
maybe Mike Baldwin from Coronation Street. Who's the other one?
What?
Houllier,
Gerard Houllier. So
Houllier.
someone who's bright and intelligent.
I know. Do you remember what was the programme where it was about the war and they were French? Hello, René. He looked a little bit like Gerard Houllier.
You've just gone with the French thing, haven't you?
No, but he looked like him, didn't he?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny. Would it be a comedy?
Yeah.
It would be. Yeah. We're going to have a quick break. In the break, you're going to text Alan Shearer to find out whether or not he was ever close at one stage to joining Liverpool. Can you do that for me?
I can.
Okay. Make sure you stay with us because maybe the answer to that will be coming up live on Drive and talkSPORT after this.
North London, Eubank Jr. versus Ben on talkSPORT.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is insane! Never seen anything like this!
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank!
This is a moment in time that we will never forget. And the final scene absolutely delivered. We'll catch you next time.
This is Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Danny Murphy and Just Eat. Get delicious meals and everyday essentials from the delivery expert. Still to come, we'll be joined by another expert in the world of football, the GOAT Adrian Durham. From Wembley, ahead of England against Serbia. It's live right here on talkSPORT. Just quickly, Lyon are close to signing Real Madrid forward Endrick on loan, which would see him join the club in January for the rest of the season. Anthony Joshua is close to finalising a deal to fight Jake Paul, live on Netflix in December. Can we talk about that, Joe? Have I got a minute? Joe, have I got a minute to talk about the Joshua-Jake Paul fight? 30 seconds I've got to talk to you about that. What do you make of that?
Not for me.
Okay, but what do you make of the fight if it happens?
I wouldn't watch it. Just every Jake Paul fight I've seen so far, the other people aren't allowed to hit him properly.
Yeah, I know.
He just pays him.
I can't fault AJ if someone's going to lump £60 million in his lap.
I don't fault him at all.
No, but at the same time...
But he won't be able to knock him out. He won't be able to hit him
the thing. That's the just be point. It would be like Mayweather-McGregor.
Be jabbing away.
Just
and
absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
Right, you may have heard that over the last week or so, talkSPORT have been running a competition to win tickets to Eubank Jr. against Ben. A night in a 5-star hotel and £5,000 spending money. Well, that competition shut earlier, and I had the pleasure of calling the lucky winner. Have a listen.
Hello.
Oh, hiya. Who's that?
It's Colin.
Colin. How are you doing, Colin? You all right?
I'm fine. Who's that?
Colin, I'm calling from talkSPORT Radio. I understand you entered one of our competitions.
I did.
Do you remember?
Yes, I think it was last night or even this morning, actually.
Oh, wow, okay. What was the competition for?
It was for a couple of tickets for the boxing tomorrow in a stay in a hotel.
Okay. Have you ever been to the boxing before?
Many, many years ago, I saw, who did I see? I can't remember who I saw now. Is that far away?
Oh, wow, okay. Do you listen to talkSPORT a lot, Colin?
I listen to it every day.
Oh, what's your favourite show, out of curiosity?
Obviously, the Drive Show.
Okay. Why you say obviously?
No, because obviously that's when I listen to it most on the way home from work. Oh, in the morning as well. I'm in Brazil and that, but mainly on the way home.
Mainly on the way, okay. Who's your favourite out of Benty and, what's the other fella called? Andy.
Don't want to parallel.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know, because I was obviously going to be put on the spot.
Okay.
No, go on, parallel, about the same.
Do you know who you're talking to now?
I do.
Who's it?
You're the partner of Benty.
Do you not know my name?
I do. It's Steve, isn't it?
No, it's not Steve. Colin, do you not know? It's Darren Bent and who? Goldstein, Andy Goldstein.
Goldstein. See, I knew it was a gold something.
Oh, dear. Lucky that wasn't the
I'm so
question.
sorry. I do listen to you every day, I promise.
Well, listen, you entered a competition to win, I think it was 2 tickets to Eubank Jr. against Conor Benn. It's this Saturday. Also included in the prize was a 5-star hotel stay at Virgin Hotels in Shoreditch and £5,000 cash.
Wow, that's amazing.
I have to... you haven't won it yet.
I know, sorry.
Oh, no, so what we do, we phone round...
That's amazing, though.
We phone round the last 5 people to make sure they're all available for the competition.
No worries, yeah, I'm available, yeah.
Okay, so I've got a couple of questions for you. If you won it, who would you take with?
My wife.
Okay. If you won it, what would you spend £5,000 on?
Probably my next holiday.
Okay, you got those 2 right. If you get this right, you've got a chance. Last question. It's Thursday today. What are you doing Saturday night?
Hopefully going to the boxing. Otherwise, just chilling indoors.
I think I can accept that because the right answer is, Colin.
Yeah.
You go into the boxing because you're our winner.
Absolutely amazing.
How about that?
Amazing.
How about that?
Honestly, I'm well chuffed. I'm absolutely staggered. I've only taken lots of competitions, but never had a sniff. So that's amazing.
Well, you've had more than a sniff. Just to confirm, you've got 2 tickets to Eubank Jr. against Conor Benn. It's this Saturday, plus a 5-star hotel stay at Virgin Hotels in Shoreditch and £5,000 spending money. How amazing is that?
That is absolutely amazing. It's unbelievable. It really is. I'm kind of lost for words.
Well, you were lost for words when I asked you what my surname was. Do you remember it this time?
Goldstein.
Yeah, okay, just about.
Andy.
Andy, yeah, listen, well done. I'm really, really chuffed with you. Thanks so much for listening to Drive and TalkSport, and thanks for entering our competition.
Thank you so much, and I'll listen to you again tonight, and I will remember your name in future. Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to TalkSport,
yeah,
pal.
You too. I'm going to do. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
£5,000 as well. It's a lot of dough. And he's going to the boxing. Well done, team. Brilliant.
Great.
If you didn't win that competition, then don't worry, because thanks to our friends at Virgin Atlantic, this sounds good, we're giving you and a mate the chance to win the ultimate trip of a lifetime to Las Vegas. What? You'll kick things off in style with exclusive access to the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse, Heathrow, then fly in upper-class comfort with lie-flat beds and premium service all the way to Vegas. Touch down and check into a luxury spa villa for 4 nights. Cheer from the stands as the Las Vegas Raiders take on the Kansas. And we're throwing in £5,000 as well, cash to play while you're there. What an amazing prize that is. So clear your calendar, January the 2nd to the 7th next year, because this could be the best start to your new year ever. Good luck. Have a listen.
21 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text at £2 plus standard network rate. Bill payer's permission required. Or call 03434239761. Calls are charged at standard rate. All entries must be received by the 28th of November at 4 p.m. This is a network promotion. Run across talkSPORT, Virgin Radio UK and Talk. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
I tell you what, the prize is getting bigger and bigger. That's fantastic. Good luck with that. Right, follow us at 7. Adrian Dome hosts live coverage of England's World Cup qualifier against Serbia. Team news for that is in. Jim Proudfoot has all the details. Jim, good evening to you.
Andy, good evening to you. Well, Thomas Tuchel's promised to be loyal and keep faith with those in possession of the shirt's been upheld. So, no Jude Bellingham in tonight's starting 11, even though he's been recalled to the squad following his omission last month. Morgan Rogers keeps his place in an England team that shows 3 changes to the side that won in Latvia, with Nico O'Reilly making his debut at left-back in place of Miles Lewis-Skelly, who hasn't been called up. Reece James returns at right-back, where he starts instead of Jed Spence. And Anthony Gordon's hip injury gives another chance for Marcus Rashford. So this is the team. Pickford in goal. James, Konsa, Stones and O'Reilly. Anderson, Saka, Rogers, Rice and Rashford. And Kane. The Serbian team includes Forest Nikola Milenkovic, who was sent off against England in Belgrade. The goalkeeper, Bournemouth's Georgia Petrovic, has been dropped. And Alexander Mitrovic has been omitted from the squad. Let me just give you that England team again, Andy. Pickford in goal. James, Konsa, Stones and O'Reilly. Anderson, Saka, Rogers, Rice and Rashford. And Kane. And Stuart Pearce is alongside me for a 7:45 kickoff here at Wembley on TalkSport.
Jim, great work as always. No Bellingham, he's on the bench. We'll discuss this in more detail, you, me, Danny Murphy and Adrian Durham live from Wembley in just a moment. Stick around for that. First, it's time for No Googling. We want to know which player has made the most appearances for England as a substitute. That's an unbelievable question. Which player has made the most appearances for England as a substitute? The answer to that, and we'll go over the team news again with Adrian Durham right after this live on Drive on TalkSport.
It's our understanding that Jude Bellingham will not start for England tonight. Morgan Rogers will likely get the nod at number 10. And talkSPORT's Henry Winter has admitted, though he thinks Bellingham is deserving of the start, a bit of competition in the squad is never a bad thing.
We've been to so many tournaments and everyone sort of stood on ceremony in the media and we said, our big personalities must play. And now Tuchel has come in and shaken it all up a bit and everyone's going, this is fantastic. It's not rocket science what Tuchel's doing. It's simple, practical team balancing management.
Alex Scott is also set to miss out from the matchday squad. England-Serbia is live on talkSPORT from 7 p.m. To boxing now, and Eddie Hearn's given us the lowdown on who exactly Anthony Joshua may fight next and when.
I don't know if we'll fight Jake Paul yet, but next year we will fight in February and then we will fight Tyson Fury if Turki Al-Sheikh delivers on his plans and strategies.
Well, it's being reported that AJ is finalising terms to fight Jake Paul in Miami in December. He's getting stick for it, though, with heavyweight boxer Dave Allen telling us he'd lose all respect for Joshua if he fights the ex-YouTuber. But Simon Jordan's not having any of that.
His legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact. Whatever you think of Anthony Joshua,
it might damage it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance. But I don't think. I think it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
No, we can't stop playing this yet. I've heard this so many times. No, won't have it. For the break, ask a question: which players made the most appearances for England as a substitute?
Do it after.
No, don't. It's been ruined, this song. Get to the line. It's been ruined. Marcus Rashford is the answer with 36. Put us at 7. Adrian Dome hosts live coverage of England's World Cup qualifier against Serbia. And would you believe it, the GOAT joins us now to tell us more. We've got team news as well. We had that. We'll go through it with a fine tooth comb. Adrian Dome, good evening to you.
Good evening, Andrew. Good evening, Daniel, from a very wet Wembley.
Oh, dear. Is the roof leaking like Old Trafford?
There is no roof.
Oh, so it is then. Hey, listen, let's start with team news because we got that from Jim just before the break. I'll go through it one more time. Pickford in goal. James and O'Reilly are fullbacks. Konza and Stones are the centre-halves. Anderson, Rice, Rogers, Saka, Rashford and Harry Kane. The headline, I suppose, is no Jude Bellingham. Are you surprised in a game that doesn't really mean anything tonight?
No, I'm not surprised. I disagree that it doesn't mean anything. In terms of qualification, England are already there. Serbia could do with a win to keep in touch with second place. However, so it means something to them. But I think in terms of what it means for England, this is where you start to say to yourself, if you're a player, I need to make sure I'm on the plane for the World Cup. I need to make sure I'm in that squad. There's only going to be one more camp before the England World Cup squad is selected. So you've got to take the opportunity. If you're injured in March for that camp, then this is the opportunity to catch Thomas Tuchel's eye. So I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Jude Bellingham has been out. He was out injured just before the last camp, left out of the last camp. He's back in. I expect him to come onto the pitch tonight, but I'm not surprised he's not starting.
Aid, I think the interesting part of tonight's selection for me is O'Reilly, because we all thought maybe the end of last season, Lewis Skelly's nailed this position down. Now, he's not playing at Arsenal, as we know. This position's up for grabs, isn't it? Don't you think?
It is, yeah, and I think O'Reilly's played really well there for Man City. Listen, they signed Aït-Nouri. He's had a couple of injury problems, but he's still keeping him out of the side for big games like Liverpool at the weekend. O'Reilly's there at left back and playing really well as well. I think he's that fluid kind of player who comes into midfield. I saw him for City's youth side in that UEFA League, and he was a number 10, effectively. I mean, he could play 8 or 10, but he was an attacking midfielder for City. And now he's playing at left back, but a very attacking left back. He's had 7 Premier League starts. Mars Lewis Skelly's had none. And that tells its own story. I think Mars Lewis Skelly he's basically got to get a move in January if he wants to make the World Cup squad. He's got to remember he's only 19, so maybe this isn't going to be his World Cup. Maybe it's the next one. But O'Reilly, I can't see a reason why you wouldn't pick him. I think he's played really well at left back for Manchester City. What's really interesting is, in terms of left back, he likes Jed Spence there, and he can play both sides. He likes Livramento at left back. He can play both sides as well. Reece James has played left back, so I don't think there's going to be a problem there. There are players who can play at left back for England. So it's a shame for Mars Lewis Skelly. I like him as a player, but O'Reilly's ahead of him now.
Hey, let me ask you, we were chatting earlier on, me and Danny, about what you would do if you were in charge of England in games like this, where I know they're not meaningless, but they are in terms of qualification, whether you'd play players just to see what they're like with the weight of that England shirt on. I'm looking at this England team, and there's quite a few players that I think, if everyone's fit, will be starting. In my opinion, from Pickford and Stones and Declan Rice, definitely Saka, definitely Rashford, I think Kane. Obviously Kane. I don't feel as though Thomas Tuchel is playing players tonight just to get them experience. I'm looking at this England team thinking he's picking England teams as close as he can to what will be, in his mind, the first 11 come that first game of the World Cup. How do you see it? Do you think he's going to try new players out in different positions, or do you think he's going to constantly try and pick as close to his starting 11 as possible?
I think you're bang on that he is picking that side as close as he can. The only one, Gahey's injured. Yeah. Otherwise, I think he would be in for Konsa. Konsa, I think, is going to make the squad because he can play across the back four. So I think Tuchel really likes him. But that, to me, if this 11 with Mark Gahey instead of Konsa played in the first game at the World Cup, would anybody really have a problem? I think there'd be questions.
Bellingham?
How can you leave Jude Bellingham?
Yeah,
you'd ask about Bellingham. You might ask about Foden. I get that. But actually, Morgan Rogers, what's he done wrong? He hasn't done anything wrong in an England shirt. He's playing European football for Aston Villa. He's playing well in the Premier League, or has been playing well in the Premier League. So, Marcus Rashford, for example, is in for Anthony Gordon tonight. He's playing well for Barcelona.
Yeah.
So, and also, I think Thomas Tuchel, in his interview with Faye Carruthers this week, our England correspondent, came out with some really incredible, revealing stuff. Some terrific interviews she's done over the last week or so with Thomas Tuchel. And among the things he said is, listen, you may be in form, but you might not make the World Cup because you've got to pick a balanced squad. We've got about 5 or 6 number 10s. They ain't going to all go to the World Cup. So if people are thinking, it's going to be picked on form, and it's a big thing that's thrown about England squads. Oh, you've got to pick players in form. Alan Brazil said it on breakfast this morning. Not necessarily true. You have to have a balanced squad. You have to have the right 11 players from that squad to be competitive at a World Cup. It's no good picking 5 or 6 number 10s because you ain't going to play them all.
Yeah. Hey, you're a superstar. You know that. What will the score be tonight?
I think England will win. I mean, they were so dominant since September when we battered Serbia. They've changed their manager, so it'll be a different feeling tonight for them. However, I think England will win 2-0.
Okay. Aid, have a great evening. We'll see you soon. Thanks, pal.
Cheers, Aid.
A reminder that you can get your calls into the boys on the Sports Bar straight after that final whistle. Right, time now for this.
The electrifying debate on talkSPORT with the Vauxhall electric van range, transforming the way Britain moves. Search Vauxhall Vans to find out more.
Yes, time now for our feature with Vauxhall. Each week we're celebrating the next generation of British sporting talent. Danny and I will debate who's got the potential to go all the way. Today we're focusing on Arsenal's Ethan Nwaneri. He'll be in action for England's under-21s when they face Republic of Ireland in their European Championship qualifier tomorrow. Now, he's yet to start a game in the Premier League for Arsenal this season. He's come off the bench 5 times, also started 1 game in the Champions League, and has a goal to his name. That was in the Carabao Cup. But it's a big contrast to last season, where he featured 37 times for the club and scored 9 goals in all competitions. Danny, listen, he's still only 18, although he isn't playing much, or as much as he would like to, and as much as he did last season. He's still in a great position in his career, isn't he?
He is a phenomenal talent. I mean, been a lot of talk, hasn't there, about Max Dowman, who's only 15 because he broke the Champions League record. But if you've just given the numbers from last season, for an 17, 18-year-old to be doing that, he's powerful, great feet, quick, can score a goal, can play as a 10, can play on the right. I was a little bit surprised that they went for Madueke. Not because I don't like Madueke. I think he's a really talented player. But I thought we know he's better on the right than he is on the left. He can play on the left, but it's kind of stifled Nwaneri because when Saka was injured, Madueke came in, did well, by the way, and he's got a little bit more experience, but his numbers last season aren't better than Nwaneri's. So it was a bit of a strange one. I'm sure Arteta's got a plan for him, which doesn't involve him going anywhere else. But right now, when you look at the Arsenal team and the squad, where's his game time coming?
Well, let me ask you this. So we signed a new 5-year deal. That was back in August. Do you think he would have been promised a certain amount of games before he signed that? No. Just sign this deal 5 years at Arsenal.
I don't know anyone that's ever been promised a certain amount of games.
You don't? No. That's not a thing. We hear a lot about that in the press, but that's not a thing.
No, I think you have conversations where you know by the contract they're giving you or the amount of effort they're making to get you that it's highly likely you're going to play. But I don't know of anyone that's ever had it.
Well, let me ask you. You talked about you. I don't know how old you were when you were struggling at Liverpool. And you went back to Crewe. How old were you?
21.
Okay, so I remember when Phil Foden was trying to get through at Man City, and everyone was saying he should go out on loan, and he didn't go out on loan. We talked about Lewis Skelly. If he wants to get into this squad, the England squad, go out on loan in January maybe. It's a very fine line between keeping a player at a club and giving him game time. And just enough game time to keep them excited about being an Arsenal player, but not too much because they're young and you don't want to damage them. What's your view? If you're an Arsenal manager, is it best to get these young kids out on loan and get them game time, or slowly integrate them into the first team, maybe in and around the squad, train the squad, get them on the subs bench for match days, etc.?
I think it depends on the individual. I don't think that there's an exact science. I think Lewis Skelly will stay because Arsenal will probably play over 60 games this season. And Calafiori, he's had injuries in the past. They started the season great, but Lewis Skelly's still really young. He's going to get plenty of game time. I think he'll find himself back in the England squad. He's a terrific player. He's unlucky not to be playing, let's be honest. Did nothing wrong.
If you were him, would you try and get a move?
No.
On loan?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, because he's coming on in games. He actually started one in Europe, played really well last week or the week before. Forgive me, I've forgotten who they beat. Anyway.
Was it Atletico?
Could have been.
Yeah.
He was sensational. And he knows he's going to get games. Nwaneri's a bit different. Again, young, so it's not the end of the world if he doesn't go out on loan. But I think if I was him, I'd be thinking Madueke, Saka, Eza, Odegaard.
Yeah, because he can play
Trossard
on the right or down the middle, yeah, but everywhere you look.
I think there's a bigger chance of Nwaneri going out and playing games. And I think from a club's perspective, that might make sense. Because he'd be a superstar for someone.
I was going to ask, how good a player do you think he could be? It's too early to even suggest that or not?
No, he's going to be special. He's so good.
I think he's a great player. I've been told even Dowman's better than him.
They're a bit different, those two, if you've seen enough of them.
Yeah, well, Dowman looks... I still can't believe he's 15.
Nwaneri's more dynamic.
Yeah.
More power and speed as well. Hammer of a left foot.
On the ball, Dowman looks fantastic.
Yeah, he's a graceful mover. He's a jinker. He's got beautiful, beautiful grace on the
Yeah.
I mean, they've got two real superstars.
There's 3, right? Lewis Skelly, the other.
Yeah, all left footers as well.
I know.
Why are left footers so good?
Do you know, I was having
Have you got any mates who are golfers left-handed? I bet he's good.
I've got one.
Is he good?
Not really.
Ah.
But he
Did you
looks
say
good.
yes?
He looks good.
Oh,
I think left-handers just look better at sport.
They do.
Like tennis players, like McEnroe, always just a little bit Jimmy White.
Yeah.
Left footers always look fantastic on a football pitch.
I can't think of a left footer who didn't strike
gracious,
the ball
yeah, you're
well
right.
or look good. You know, I don't know.
They look good, don't
Did
they?
you do anything left-handed?
Yeah. Grab a Black Friday offer on Vauxhall Vans from the 14th to the 30th of November. Search Vauxhall Vans to find out more.
The electrifying debate on talkSPORT with the Vauxhall electric van range, transforming the way Britain moves. Search Vauxhall Vans to find out more.
When we come back, he looks as though he's 10 years old, but apparently he's older than that and old enough to work, although his mummy's waiting outside. So we better get to the break, because when we come back, one more bully will be joining us in the studio for the end of show quiz.
versus Ben on talkSPORT.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is insane! Never seen anything like this!
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank!
This is a moment in time that we will never forget. And the final scene absolutely delivered. We'll catch you next time.
You listen to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. Danny Murphy, this is his favourite song, by the way, and Just Eat. Score yourself a stunning delivery straight to your door.
Makes a change from your normal song, doesn't it?
I will play that in a minute. I'm not
in
introduced
theme,
him.
but anyway.
From us at 7, Adrian Dunham hosts live coverage of England's World Cup qualifier against Serbia. Billy's in the studio.
Evening.
How are you, Bill? Good day?
Really great, actually.
A bit late there, Jack.
Beaten to it. Been off it today, Jack, hasn't he?
Myself and Danny were just chatting in the break about left-handers, and Danny said, I'm amazed there's not a tennis player who's left-handed and right-handed, as in no backhand. And I went, there is. As a young kid, I just showed him. He's got no backhand. Everything's a forehand. Frightening, isn't it?
Amazing at what I've just
said. Yeah. What are we doing today, one more, Billy? We're playing Catch the iPad, if so you've lost.
Nice. The quiz is all about Murphys.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
Andy,
why is that? Why are we doing
that? Danny Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Studio.
Multi-choice, I hope.
Andy, do you want to go first, or do you let Danny go first?
You know what? Because Danny's been so great today, I'm going to go first.
Murphy's is a pint, Andy. But what is the record for the most pints drunk in one sitting?
What do you mean one sitting? What does that mean?
Well, it was over 6 hours, if that helps.
Okay. So I would imagine someone can do 10 an hour, 60.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
119.
So he was doing 20 an hour?
Andre the Giant in 1976.
Oh, yeah, the wrestler.
Bum. Don't try that at home.
Well, if you do try it at home, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, true.
You get to sleep quick.
Very quickly.
Danny. Daniel Craig, similar to Danny, played James Bond. Can you name 3 more Bonds?
Roger Moore. Sean Connery.
Splendid. Come on, mate.
Roger Daltrey. Is that his name?
No, he's in The Who.
I don't know. Timothy. What's his name? Roger
Timothy Claypole.
What's the other fella?
Roger Daltrey.
All right, I made a mistake.
A big one that will haunt you for the rest of your life. That's amazing.
Oh, there's a Tim someone.
Yeah, Timothy Claypole.
That's it, yeah.
Timothy Dalton is who you're thinking of.
Is it?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
That's it.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig, you know.
You could have had Bob Holness. Remember Yeah, he played the first ever James Bond on the radio.
Lost.
Swear to God, Google it. First ever James Bond on the radio.
P, please, Bob. That's classic, wasn't it?
Splendid, P. First ever Bond was Bob Holness.
I've got
Daniel
that
Craig.
written down.
Have you?
So, yeah.
Daniel Craig, I think, was born in Chester like myself.
That's where the similarities end, I'm afraid.
Same hospital as Michael Owen, I think.
You probably both had Aston Martin.
Andy, do you want your next question?
Yes.
We were discussing Danny's dating app activity earlier.
Oh, we were seeing it as well in the break.
What percentage of marriages start on dating apps?
Ooh, good call.
I thought you could say end with dating.
Well.
Yeah, that's probably bigger. Yeah.
Do you want some options?
Yeah. Is this starting with them?
Yeah.
Start
10%, 20%, 40%.
I'll go high now, 40%. That's how people meet.
Still only 10%, I
Is
think.
it really?
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That is good to
The art of talk is still alive and well.
Do you want one more question?
We've got time, yeah. We've got that 30 seconds. We've got time.
Do you want one you can both answer? You both love your golf. What is the longest ever golf drive?
Is it
in yards?
Yeah.
I think is it one of those.
Hold on. I should write my answer down. You got a pen there, Dan? I've got a pen.
Yep. Yeah.
Closest wins.
Say your answer. Literally closest to the bin.
Yeah.
Right?
Without can it just be where the ball ends?
It's just where it ends, yeah.
Right. Don't get too technical, Dan.
No, it is because I've seen them do it on like runways and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Tiny little. Go on, I've got it. I think I'm miles off. What you written it down? What you got, Murph?
900 yards.
Madman.
It'd be more probably.
520.
Go on.
579.
900? What do you think's on a motorbike?
Trying to trick us, you know, the ones where they hit them down a runway or a straight road, and it just
it gets onto a jumbo jet, takes off.
If a ball bounces on concrete, it's going a long way.
It is, Dan. You are right.
Yeah,
you are right. Smurf.
So you meant on a course.
Smurf, let me shake your hand because you've been 10
pleasure.
As always, you're a superstar. Have a good night tonight, Murph.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy the game.
I'll say it to you lot out there, and I'll say it to you as well, Danny. Look at me. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.